Yo, what's up, everybody? What's up, everybody? What's up, everybody? Richie Dollar started a live video. What up? What up? What up? What up, everybody? We ready to get it popping today? Y'all ready to have a good Wednesday with the Boys Club? Rich Dollar, Sean Prez. I'm gonna let some people get in the room, get Prez in here. We can get this thing started. Y'all know what it is. Every Wednesday night, 7:30 p.m. Eastern. It's the Boys Club, the realest relationship conversation on the internet. We go live. We have general populational conversation. We talk about current events. We talk about people that did dumb shit on the internet this week, said dumb shit on the internet this week, the whole shebang. So with that being said, without further ado, let's get my man Sean in the room. And y'all remind me that we went live at 7:34, so I'm sure Instagram is going to shut me down at 8:34. Give me a clock. I don't know if SB or somebody's in the room, internet, one of our regulars who's in the room, just remind me, or whoever's around at 8:30, remind me that 8:30 we're probably going to have to restart the live because Instagram is, you know how they do me.
Yo, Rich, hold on for 1 second. I gotta give me 1 sec.
All right. M-Town, what up? Tater Don, what up? Memphis, what's good? We in here. My cousin Chanel, what up? Gabby, what's up? Okay, yeah, Gabby, you're even better because you be in the room. Chrissy DR 71, what's happening?
Yo, Rich, what up, kid?
What's the deal, Prezzo?
Chilling. Yo, shout to everybody who be rocking with us. I heard you shouting out everybody, but shout to the whole Day One family out there. Antoinette, SB, Dion, Nikki Perrin, I am Joe Paul, the whole crew that been rocking with us for forever and helping to spread the word. All right, kid. Ready to get into it?
Yep, let's get it.
Okay, and you did the intro. You took care of all that?
Yep.
All right. Yo, Rich, okay, we gonna lightly touch this subject only because we spoke about it last week. Your girl, Keke Palmer. We had a whole dialogue on, just to bring everybody up to date. Keke Palmer went out and she attended Usher's residency out in Vegas. Usher did what he normally does. He serenades celebrity females in the audience. He serenaded her, but she was wearing a very, very revealing outfit. Her baby daddy made a comment on Instagram. Instagram went crazy. Half was on his side, the other half was on her side. And he just was like, yo, I don't really care because this is my girl. That's the mother of my child. Act like a mother. Fast forward a week later, they broke up. She's doing hip-hop shows, saying lyrics in her show. Matter of fact, she's wearing an even more scandalous outfit, saying, I don't need a nigga. I got my own money. I'm just out for the bag. What the F happened in a week? Is he right? Is she right? What's your take on this?
Well, first of all, Keke need to stop, man. She too big a star to be out here rapping and doing. She got too many little girls that follow her. She got too much of a base of people that rock with her for her to be out here in her big grown ass screaming, yelling some fucking lyrics like she a city girl. Now I get it. Everybody want to stay relevant. They want to stay in the public eye. They want to stay, there's a screen actors strike going on right now. So she probably got a lot of time on her hands or whatever the case may be. But honestly, bro, I was actually disappointed. I was super duper disappointed when I seen Keke Palmer. Keke Palmer, right? Like, not fucking like, come on, bro. Like, this is Keke Palmer. Like, you on stage and you acting like a city girl. Like, come on, man, you better. You so much better than that. I didn't think Dude was wrong. Like, real quickly, I didn't think Dude was wrong last week. I thought he said what he said in regards to how he wanted the mother of his child to be out there representing him. I I don't think it was a win for him. I don't think there was ever going to be a win for him because he wasn't popular enough. Nobody knew who he was, and nobody in this society is going to take the side of a dude over Keke Palmer, regardless whether Keke Palmer's dead wrong, unless you're just a woman who stands on your morals. Then I don't think nobody would ever deny that Keke was probably a little bit disrespectful under the circumstances. But for this nigga to go live, complain, go viral, and then have a bunch of bitches hitting her up, telling her how he all in her DMs and shit. It's just now it's a shit show. Now it's a shit show. And it was all because you brought your shit. Me and you say this shit every week, Sean. You brought your shit to the internet. You stupid fuck. You brought your shit to the internet, complaining about this girl for fucking messing with Usher or letting Usher sing to her in an outfit. You complain, and the next thing you know, 75 girls is DMing Keke Palmer and her management team talking about how you in their DMs. You stupid fuck. How did you not think that was going to happen, bro? Like, yo, man. Sometimes you just need to sit it out, bro. Sometimes you just need to just think. See, that's the problem with today's kids, man. They don't think past this moment. If you think past this moment and you really give it some thought and you'd be like, damn, I'm about to go against Keke on the internet. We just had a baby recently. This shit could possibly go viral. Do you think that the 75 chicks that I've been sliding their DMs for the last 6 months, 8 months, 10 months ain't finna come forward and try to get their little 10 cents, their little 10 minutes of fame? You think they not finna come forward? Come on, bro. Sometimes you just gotta sit the shit out and give it some thought, man. You should have sat that one out, bro.
Okay, I don't want to stick on too many of these topics too long. So I'm gonna say my piece and we'll keep it moving. Number one, I'm with you. I expect better of Keke Palmer. I really do. Truth be told, but we could sum this whole thing up by saying it is a dangerous proposition to put your personal business in the hands of the public by posting everything that go on in your house, every thought that you have in your head on social media. When you open up Pandora's box, it ain't no putting the lid back on it. And now you are subject to everybody's opinions. You got nobody to blame but yourself. Nobody to blame but yourself. Now you educated me and said that this man's hands was dirty. He was sliding into chicks' DMs. I didn't know nothing about that. When I saw that they broke up, Rich, my initial gut was Keke gave in to social media peer pressure. She had all those girls, all those different people tell you, go girl, wear whatever you want. You the person in the relationship that is the earner. Who's he? This, that, and the third. You should feel good about your body. Who's he to shame you? You know, he got persecuted for body shaming. Truth be told, that's not just my woman. That's the mother of my child. I'm in my right. Like, since when can I not comment on how I expect the mother of my child to present herself in the public eye? That's between me and her. It ain't got nothing to do with y'all. But it got everything to do with y'all because I was the idiot that put it out on social media. So I thought that Keke fell victim to social media and made a grave mistake by saying, yo, you know what? Y'all are right. You know, how do I look being in a relationship with this dude and he body shaming me? How I look being in a relationship with this dude and I'm the breadwinner? How I look being in a relationship with this dude, and he's telling me what I can wear. But if he truly was sliding into them other girls' DMs, that he opened that door, and you know, I got nothing to say, but yo, my brother, come on. You can't throw stones and you live in a glass house. You know that. But that's just my thought. I'll keep it short and sweet. You got more?
Nah, that's it.
Okay, 'cause we got a lot to go through. Yo, Rich, my God, I wanted to touch this last week, but I couldn't. We ran out of time. Kevin Costner getting a divorce, has two children with his now soon-to-be ex-wife. The judge just ruled that he has to pay $130,000 a month, not a year, a month in child support. On what planet, in what universe does this make sense? I already know your take on it. We could be in and out with this subject, but just give your thoughts, because I couldn't believe it.
I think it has to be, bro. When I saw that, it had to be something personal. He had to have pissed that judge off. He had to have either, if it's a man judge, Kevin Costner must have slept with his wife. Something happened. The prenup already stated she got $1 million on the way out.
Yep.
The prenup already stated that he had to put her in a new crib up to $250,000 down. So she walked away with 1.25. He'd already agreed to do $50,000 a month. $50,000 a month. 50 times 10 is 500 times 12 is 600. That lady's getting $600,000 a month tax-free. That puts her in the upper echelon of doctors, lawyers, anybody who out here working on a year-to-year basis. 600 grand a year puts you in a really, really good place. Not to mention the 1.25 that you just walked away with. Bro, for them to change, for the judge to change that judgment and make that man pay $130 a month times 10 is 1.3 times 2 is 1.3 plus 1.56. You got to give that woman $1.56 million a year for 2 children. My brother, there isn't a school, there isn't a after-school program, there isn't a nanny, there isn't a nurse, there isn't a nutritionist. There's nothing that you can tell me unless one of those kids is super sick and needs round-the-clock care. You cannot tell me that that's worth what that's your prez. This shit is getting outrageous, bro. This shit is getting disrespectful. Like, it's beyond, like, and the more people do it, because the internet sees it, it's open season on people with money. People see that. We saw it. I don't know Kevin Costner. I don't know nothing about that nigga except for he did a movie with Whitney Houston in like 1908. Like dead ass. Like, or maybe some shit. I don't know. I don't even know what the nigga did. Maybe a baseball movie or something. But the reality is, for me to know what that man's personal life is, it just creates a scenario in which people are living their lives and they trying to do niggas dirty. Like, she's doing him dirty. Somebody's seeing that. And they're like, well, damn, I might not get Kevin Costner money, but I'm gonna go get the bag. I'm gonna go get the bag. And the shit is not fair. From Eddie Murphy to Kevin Costner to any, we name these dudes all the time as this shit comes across the internet. This shit just isn't fair, man. And I'm not saying that because I'm a man who got burnt with that system. I'm saying that as a person that's like right now on the merits today. That's a fucked up ruling, bro. That's a fucked up ruling.
You know, again, I don't want to stick too long on this subject here, because I think anybody in this live that is of sound mind and body, I don't think that there's a person that is reasonable how about I say that? That's reasonable. That can say with any measure of truth that $130,000 a month in child support only, in child support, it is warranted. There ain't no kids on planet. I ain't met a child yet, and children are precious. Don't get it twisted. But $1,560,000 a year, tax-free dollars, because you gave birth to 2 children by an actor? No. Like, that is so, but here's the crazy thing, right? Because you just said that people see this in its open season. But you had the internet in an uproar 2 weeks ago when they found out that Stevie J took Faith Evans to court and he wanted $1 million child support. Like, in the biggest scheme of things, everybody working the system. It wasn't cool for him to do that, and I don't know his financial situation. Only thing I know is obviously I know both of them, Stevie and Faith. But come on, my brother. But if Kevin Costner's wife can get $1,560,000 a year, maybe he is entitled to $1 million to walk away from that marriage. Who the hell knows? But either which way, I think that these judges, and we know that they're people, and these lawmakers, we understand that they're people, and they might have had good intent when they came up with these laws to say, yo, you know what? If it don't work out between you and the baby mother, the kids shouldn't suffer for it. But wherever there is good intent, man, people take advantage of the system. And I don't like this. At some point, it has to stop. It has to stop. And I'm gonna tell you, man. And then we can move on. But if I had that kind of money, nigga, I would not I would have a vasectomy. I would have I would be snipped from the gate, like straight up. We're not taking no chances. I don't want no kids. And if you do turn up pregnant, I know off rip it ain't mine. But that I don't know, man. I think it's actually ridiculous.
2 things real quick. One, they changed everything else, bro. They changed everything else. I don't understand why they don't change. It's like they just said that now you can't get special treatment being black or whatever that's called. What is that called, Sean?
Affirmative action.
They just deaded affirmative action. They deaded the way you get your money. They deaded the Social Security system as people grow older and are more active later. They want to push that back. They fixed everything else, bro. I don't understand why this is not fixed. I don't understand what we're waiting on. They fixed everything else. They give you your student loan back. They take it. They give it. They take it. They do this shit every single day, 100 million times a day. Why hasn't this been fixed? It's crazy to me. And now I'm in a tangent, so I forgot the other point. So
Nah, the point you're making is real. Laws are amended all the time. Like they literally are amended all the time. But in this case, Rich, I don't know that there's a champion out there. Like Eddie Murphy, all of these dudes who got $50,000 a month, $100,000 a month, they pay it and they go on with their life. Nobody's made this their life mission. But it's disgusting either which way. And like I said, I love children. God knows. Like I'm all for take care. Like we've been doing this thing for a year and a half. Everybody know. Take care of your children. We get that. But it's bro, I know dudes who are living home because they are so behind in the arrears. And even during COVID, when everything was waived, you didn't have to pay mortgage, you didn't have to pay rent, you didn't have to do this, you didn't have to do that. It's only now that school loans are like you have to start paying that. Everybody who was on child support, I wish you would miss a payment because you are not only going to be in arrears, but the penalties and that interest is compounded from 2020. It don't matter the circumstances. And it's so unfortunate when so many people, like literally, there was no work coming in. I don't have a job. I can't work. Everything else was amended, but you know, I don't know, Rich. I mean, that's a whole other thing. But be it as it may, I got a question for you because I know a couple of people going through this right now. I want to get your honest opinion. It is, say you're in a committed relationship, long-term relationship, long-term committed relationship. If your partner is ready to end your relationship or has ended it, and all that they've given you is, I am no longer attracted to you. This relationship doesn't do it for me anymore. I thought that the attraction would come back, but it hasn't. Is that a valid excuse coming from the person that wants out, the person that is filing for divorce, the person that is saying we can't be together no more? Or is there more to it that the person who wants out is holding out on? Is that just the easy way that they're letting you down?
I think.
And I hope I answered. Did I ask that question properly? Do you understand?
Yeah, I understand what you're saying.
Okay.
Me personally, I think that to say that, you know what's so crazy? If you had asked me this question 5 years ago, 10 years ago, I'd have been like, nah, that ain't right. People shouldn't do that. But now everything is so substance oriented. Everything is so competitive. It's the internet, it's social media. People could literally be like, yo, I don't want to be here no more because I don't feel like I'm keeping up with the Joneses. I honestly believe people could really think that. I honestly believe.
Okay, I want you to dumb it down some. I want you to go forget material. If somebody, if the person that is ready to leave you, ready to get a divorce, I'm not attracted to you anymore. Like, I'm literally, forget material, I'm just no longer attracted to you. That is my reason. Is that valid or is that some BS?
I would call BS, but I don't want to. I would call BS, and I would say it was something more. I would say it was something that they didn't want to tell you. They met somebody else. It was. I can't. There's 100 million reasons why people break up, but that sounds like an out to me. That sounds like you're looking for an out. But in this day and age, I can genuinely see people feeling like the grass is greener on the other side. There's a chick out there with a bigger booty. I want to get back into the field. She's not moving. She's not doing it for me no more. I can honestly see that. As pretentious and fucking shallow as it may be, I can honestly see people in today's day and age being like, yo, you don't look good enough no more. I'm ready to be out. That would have been like, at some point, like, people, the loyalty, the love, the commitment, it got past a point where people were like, okay, you know, like, I've been with you. This is where I'm at. Nowadays, bro, people are looking, I almost feel like people are always looking for the next job. I always feel like people are always out here looking for the next situation. And being in a situation I can see you scrolling the internet and being like, damn, shorty ain't really moving. I bet you if I hit that market, I could probably pull something like that. I bet you if I hit the market again, I could probably bag something crazy. Like, and you literally are going home telling your old lady who loves you to death and has been with you through thick and thin and rocked with you for 10 years that, yo, you just don't look good enough no more. I see too many bad bitches on social media, and it just bothers me. Nah, I got to go out here and try my luck again. As crazy as that may sound, bro, I wouldn't be surprised. If you ask me that question, like I said, I preface this by saying, if you asked me that question 10 years ago, I'm automatically, unequivocally, I'm calling BS. There's something else going on that he or she, they want out. And if that ain't the reason, that's the good reason that they trying to give you to keep shit without getting confrontational. Yo, it's just not working for me no more. Yo, I just need to get out here but today, I can see people really being like, yo, I need to go out here and try my luck because shorty ain't moving me no more. And I see too many bad chicks out here on the internet. Like, I'm an old head as it pertains to loyalty and things of that nature. But I know dudes that be like, yo, I don't even like going home to shorty no more. She don't do it for me. Like, I'd rather be in the club with me trying to find something new. So if those dudes were to go to their girl and say over dinner one night and be like, yo, love, it's nothing. It's not you, it's me. I just need to get out there and try to find something that's more fitting for me in this moment that I like, that I'm more attracted to. You just don't do it for me no more. I wouldn't be blown away by that. I wouldn't be blown away by that, by a man or a woman. And as sad as it is, as a indictment on what relationships have become, I wouldn't be surprised, Sean. It wouldn't blow me away.
Okay. Before I give my thoughts, I want to add to this a little bit. If the partner that's being dumped, for lack of a better way to put it, suggested, yo, let's go to counseling. I'm willing to do whatever it takes. Like we've been together for X amount of years. I get it. Sometimes, things fizzle out. It's our job to work to make this thing hot again. It's our job to keep the spark. It's our job to make sure that we are still attracted to one another. And the other person still says, no, I don't see it coming back, but I respect you. I don't want to cheat, so I want to end it. Is that letting them down easy because you got something already on the side, or is that just real talk?
If the person, a man or woman, is like, I'm doing whatever it takes to get you back, and you still
no. I'm willing to do whatever it takes. I want us to do whatever it takes.
Right. So that's what I mean.
Get this thing back to where, like, I will work hard, I'll lose the weight, I'll do this. Let's go to counseling, and the person still says, I don't see that helping. This is over.
That person got another person. That's easy. There's another person.
Really?
There's something else going on. Yeah, absolutely. If you're in a relationship and you're in a committed relationship to the point where you're coming home and your other half is telling you, whether it's a man or a woman, is telling you, yo, I'm willing to do. We need to go. I'm willing to lose the weight. I'm willing for us to go to counseling. I want us to make this right. And they're going above and beyond and literally telling you that I don't want you to leave. Essentially, that's what they're saying. I don't want you to leave. I love you. Please, let's fix this. Please, let's fix this. Whatever we need to do to fix this, I'm 100% in. Let's do it. And that person still says, nah, I'm good. Slight chance that this has been weighing on them for a long time. And it's finally come to a situation where they just unbeknownst to you, I've been trying to get myself to feel the way you feel for the last 6 months, and I cannot feel that way. But right now, it's over. And I've been thinking about this, and it took me 6 months to even come to you with this. But I've been feeling like this for a long time. Then you say, okay, you know what? You didn't give me a chance to fix it. You didn't give us a chance to fix it, because if these were your thoughts, you should have brought this conversation to me before you were at wit's end. You should have brought this conversation to me when we were in an opportunity. We could have had an opportunity to fix it. We could have done the things. Now you just don't want to be here no more, and I have to accept that. But I promise you, 80% of me is saying that there's another person. 20% of me is what I just gave you. 80% of me is saying there's another person, and this person is trying to clear the runway for that new relationship, and they're trying to leave it as amicable as possible without confrontation. It's just not going to work. Like, that's the easiest thing. That's the easiest thing. And I'm telling you, I'm willing to do anything to fix it, and you're telling me it's just not going to work. That means that you got something else lined up, man. 80% of me is saying that you got something else lined up. He, her, whatever. They got something else lined up. And they're just looking at you like, I just need to get out of this so I can go and commit to that other thing that I could possibly be on the verge of losing if I don't make that commitment. Like, that woman over there or that man over there is telling you, like, yo, you got to go get rid of that, bro. Like, enough is enough over here. Like, I need all time and attention. It's time. That's the person. This person that we talk about right now is the person that leaves. Talk about, I'm going to my mama's house. I just need to figure shit out. And in 2 weeks, they moved in with a whole new person. And you'd be like, yo, where the fuck did that come from? How we got mutual friends. They like, oh, you talking about Prince? Oh, that nigga live over there with such and such. And you like, yo, this thing, we just broke up. It was because he already had that. He already got that the marching orders from that other person. Yo, you gotta fix this. I need that attention. I need you here. You want to be here. You tell me you want to be here. Well, you need to figure out how you gonna be here. And that motherfucker went home and said what he had to say to get out of that old relationship.
Okay, I want to ask you one more question. How important is physical? And I don't want anybody listening to this to confuse what I'm about to say with love. I get it. Sometimes people fall out of love. If you're in a long-term relationship, I get that. That's not what I'm asking. I'm asking physical attraction. Can a relationship survive if you are no longer physically attracted to your mate?
No. Absolutely not. No. People are too pretentious. People are too shallow. All the other stuff that people value. People don't even value the things that we our age value back in the day. Like, people don't even value those things, Sean. That's why there's so much competition. That's why there's so much turnover. That's why there's so much divorce. That's why there's so much breaking up. That's why there's so much single parents, people leaving. That's why there's so much of everything. Because people are literally chasing the things that mean the least. People are literally out chasing the things that mean the least. Like, you can have a woman that ride with you. She gonna rock. She gonna be the one that go under the bed and get the money when you get in trouble. She gonna be the one that you can leave the money around when you in trouble. She gonna be the one that make sure you fed, make sure everything, your kids is taken care of, make sure all of that. And you will leave her for a person that looks better, because the world is in such a place now that it's so freaking shallow. Relationships are so freaking just superficial, bro. Like, it's all about the wrong things. So yes, absolutely, the aesthetics is what's important. Is what's important to people. The other stuff that would make you be like, yo, you need, baby, I love you, but you need to do this. You need to hit the gym. Like, you need to get right. Like, let's nowadays, you cheating, you out, you done. Yo, Sean, I'm telling you, I've been telling you this since we started this fucking podcast. Social media has destroyed the relationship as we know it. People do not, there is no reason to give a person a chance when the optics are that you can go out there and find something else better. You can always find something else better. You can look at the Explore page and them girls just keep popping up and popping up. And every time you get to the bottom, there's a whole new set of them. They just keep popping up. And aesthetically, you can always find something new. So if you never get to the point where you're happy with your relationship, you're in love with your woman, there's a certain amount of loyalty and commitment to that person, and there isn't, and my point is that doesn't exist anymore. It doesn't exist as a whole. So I'm sure there's people in the comments saying, oh no, that's not me. Okay, you're the minority now. It used to be you were the majority, where people were like, yo, I'm gonna go out here, even if a man went out and said, I'm gonna go do what I gotta do, but I'm not gonna bring that nonsense home. He would shield his woman from the bullshit. He would make sure that she didn't find out. He would make sure that he wasn't doing nothing in the neighborhood. He would make sure that he was gonna respect it as much as he could respect it in spite of the bullshit that he was doing. And here we are, 2023, aesthetically, the way people move, the lack of fortitude in terms of like how you want to stay and maintain and fight for your relationships, that shit don't exist no more, bro. I see it every day. It don't exist no more. Niggas is out. Men and women both. They out. They out. I seen something that I thought was better. You don't even know if it's better. You think it's better. It appears to be better. That's a fact. That's a fact. And if anybody is saying that that's not true, I commend you for having an old school mentality. I commend you for being loyal, for having fortitude and wanting to fight for a relationship, for not being superficial and shallow and letting somebody who roll for you, ride for you, down for you, die for you, go out the back door because they gained 15 pounds or can't shake that baby weight. And you don't want to speak with them no more because you're so fixated on social media and what's going on outside that you can't even concentrate on what you got right in front of you. So you ready to let that shit fall by the wayside so you can go full time to some bullshit outside. That's the fact. I've seen it. I've seen it. I've lived it. I've seen it over and over and over again. I go to the club. I meet dudes. I meet girls, and I know dudes. And I'd be like, shit, you gonna leave that? She's a good people, man. She's good people. Yo, bro, shorty over there is so fine. But you just understand what I just said? She good people. She fuck with you. She been rocking with you. But your response to me was, man, shorty over there is so fine. Niggas ready to risk it all for shorty over there so fine. And turn around and she gonna shit on you. She gonna have 50 dudes. She gonna suck up all your money. She gonna go out and eat with you, make you take her on trips, and then you gonna be out here. She gonna leave you for the next clown, and you gonna be out here looking stupid. That's the way it works now, bro. That's the way it works now, unfortunately.
Okay. You know, I know two sets of couples. Just to refresh, if you're just joining the conversation, the question is, if you're in a committed relationship, whether you're married or you're in a long-term committed relationship, if your partner approaches you and says, I want out because I'm no longer attracted to you, is that a valid excuse? Is that a valid reason to give up on the relationship? Then there's another part to this. If the person who's being dumped suggests, yo, you know what, I'm willing to do the work. Let's go to counseling. I understand it's been years. Sometimes you gotta work at this thing to keep it hot. And the person who's dumping you says, nah, I don't see that working. Is that valid or is that some BS? And lastly, how important is physical attraction? I'm not saying good woman, good man. I'm not saying be in love, no longer in love. How important is physical attraction to the survival of any relationship? Which is a fair question. You know, Rich, I almost don't know where I sit with this one. I listened to you intently, and I've been pondering on this damn near all week. And the reason being is because one part of me does say, one part of me knows, one part of me knows, yo, I gotta be attracted to the person I'm with. Like I get you're a good person. I do. I get you a good mother. I get that you held me down. I get that we've been together. When people think of me, they think of you. But when I look across the room and I see you, that spark, that thing, that attract, it ain't there no more. It's not. I don't want to sleep with you. Like, please put your clothes back on. You're walking around here, you ain't got no drawers on. Like, please pull them things back up. I get it, because that is important. But again, when you're in a long-term relationship, you owe it not just to your partner, but you owe it to the relationship itself. That if somebody's saying, yo, you know what? I'm willing to do whatever it takes. Let's go to counseling. We sit home. We coming off COVID. We've been in this house 24/7. Let's start going back out together. Let's start dating again. I think you owe it to the relationship to do just that. Like, yo, look, I might never be attracted to you again. Now you know where I stand. I'ma try. And if for whatever reason it come back, great. But at least I'm gonna give it a fair shot. So that makes me think what you were saying. When you was like, yo, people are looking, yo, the grass might be greener. When they don't want to give the relationship a shot. When they come, they drop a bomb on you and then say, yo, you know what? I don't see no way in stopping this bomb. The time it done started, you know, I ain't got the scissors and all of that to pull the wires apart. Yo, that bomb about to go off, I'm out. So if I'm on the receiving end of a conversation like that, yes, and me as a man, I'm thinking it's probably somebody else that caught your partner's eye, because they don't even want to give it a chance. This is even if it's not about you, the individual, it's about us and what we built over all these years. Nigga, you owe it to us to at least give it a fair shot. And you just want to dead it? Something stinks about that. It's fishy. And then lastly is the physical attraction piece. If you do give it a shot and that physical attraction don't come back, it is a valid excuse. Like, real talk. It's a valid excuse, because I'm too old, and I understand that life is short. I don't want to be living with a roommate. Like, I don't want to be with somebody that we celebrating 25 years together and we haven't touched in 24 years. I don't want to be with somebody that we only present as a couple in the public eye. But when we're home, You in this room, I'm in that room. I look at you, it ain't no spark there. The thought of touching you make me want to throw up. The thought of you, matter of fact, better yet, the thought of you touching me make me want to throw up. Like that physical attraction is real. And it's just as real and just as important as love. It's just as important as loyalty. It's just as important as being committed and respect. But if there's a chance to get it back, I think that people owe the relationship that. And to leave your partner out in the cold when you drop a bomb on them and you say, nah, there's nothing I can do here. I don't see it coming back. That makes me think maybe it's somebody on the outside.
Why else would you become loyal to somebody and you've been with somebody and you have like without there having been like super like disdain, like y'all don't have like beef or nothing? Like, why wouldn't you at least give it an opportunity? Why wouldn't you? Like, what could possibly come badly of you fixing something that you don't want to lose? There's absolutely another reason. There's an ulterior motive for you to get out of this relationship. You are looking at it from a point of, I gotta go. Nah, I don't want to. I gotta go. I gotta go. Like when you gotta go, it means there's somebody waiting for you. Or else there's no rush. Let's fix it. Let's do A, B, C, D all the way.
You know, hold on. And I'm sorry to cut in. And I'm just doing this in the interest of time. How much? Because this is now the conversation is going somewhere. How much responsibility does the person who's on the receiving end have to take? Meaning, you know your girl ain't been wanting to sleep with you, and God knows when. You know every time you roll over and try to touch her, she act like she in a deep sleep. Now she's snoring. You know when you go around the house and you half dressed and your man got the clicker in his hand and he look up and go back here, you know something's wrong. How much responsibility do you got to take for not saying, yo, something is wrong here, and before it gets to DEFCON 5, we need to fix this, because I am literally walking through this house butt naked and there's no reaction. So I don't know if it's you're unattracted to me. I don't know if it's somebody else. I don't know if we got to go and do therapy, couples therapy, whatever it is, I'm willing to do it. Does the person on the receiving end have to take any responsibility?
Absolutely. Unless you want to just move through life and act blind about situations, like you said, you acknowledge when things aren't right. You know when that text message comes a little bit later than it's supposed to, or that attitude is a little bit off. You know all of that stuff. People are cognizant of all of that stuff. For me, my ego won't allow it to go much further than go. Like, I'm catching it at 1. Yo, what's up? Yo, what's up? Something going on? Something I need to know about? Because I'm putting the little things together, and they're not coming up roses. I'm not understanding what's going on right now. You acting funny, like for a week now. You've been acting funny in bed. You come home, you act like you don't want to be bothered. There's something I need to know about. Like, I just need to know. Is it me? And that's how it can start off. Is it me? Or are you dealing with something at work? Like, is it something I can help you with? Like, that's the first and foremost. Is it something that I can help you with before this even escalates? So now we have it. Now we on point. Now, the second part of your question, it depends on that person. How far can that person go? How far does that person want to be here? How far does that person want to be here right now, in spite of what's going on in your mind? A lot of people, Sean, will be like, well, nigga, you don't want to be with me, I don't want to be with you. And you cut up your nose to spite your face, because now you let your ego get involved. You starting to feel hurt. and you don't, the communication's off. You don't want to feel like you're begging nobody to stay. So you just let people walk.
People in love ain't gonna do that. Kids will do that. The kids will do that. People in love will not do that. People in mature relationships, they're not gonna do that. Now, I've seen mature, grown-up couples act as though the problem doesn't exist and nobody's addressing the elephant in the room. Everything gets swept under the rug. The new norm is we don't have sex. The new norm is we don't touch. The new norm is I sleep on the couch because I was watching ESPN all night and just happened to fall asleep, and I didn't want to wake you up while you was in the bed. So it starts that way, and then after a while, the couch just becomes my new bed, but nobody says something. That's you know, pretty much how it goes down. But a mature couple and a couple who is in love, most people ain't gonna be like, yo, you know, screw you. You don't want me, I don't want you. Nah, like it's like love don't work like that.
Nah, it's not screw you, screw me. It's what are we doing to fix this? Like I could love you to death, bro. I could love a woman to death. I'm not fit to be nowhere where I'm not wanted, my friend. Period. If I make the
But that's you. That's not the average person, Rich. It's not the average person.
You don't think?
Man, no, I don't think so.
So you think that somebody is gonna fight for a relationship that they don't feel like the other person's fighting for? So based on this,
do it every day.
Huh?
They do it every day. They do it every day.
I don't.
They do it every day.
This goes back to
Rich, I can tell you because I know people right now who want to get back with their partner, who made it clear, I'm not into you no more, and they dying for nothing else but for another chance. That's how love works, and there's nothing even wrong with that. It's not a knock on the person's character. I love you. I want to be with you. Let's figure this out. We got history together. We like I don't even want to be back out there because I know what I want. So you know, the original question was, how much responsibility does a person on the receiving end have to take? And I think they got to bear some of the blame. If somebody tells you that they are unattracted to you, if somebody says the spark ain't there, if somebody, 9 out of 10, that did not happen overnight. It did. And the warning signs was there. The blinkers, you know, you driving down the street in that check engine light, it came on, you saw it. You might not have acknowledged it or thought, yo, I can drive 30 more miles till I get to the nearest service station, but that light came on. That freaking low on gas light, it came on. So I think even the person on the receiving end, they got to take some responsibility. They do. But going back, I do feel like that if you're blindsiding your partner with something like that, you owe it to the relationship, not to the partner. You owe it to, matter of fact, yeah, you owe it to the partner, but more so you owe it to the relationship. Let's give it a chance. You know where I stand, and I'm being as honest as I could be. And if they don't do that, it kind of signals showing to say maybe it's somebody else. Real talk. Maybe it's somebody else.
I want to hear the comment. When we open up the phone lines, I would like to take questions regarding this. At what point do you leave a relationship? At what point is the relationship mutually over? Because I'm going to stick to my guns on this, Sean.
On what part? On what part?
About the people now. I don't want to be nowhere where I'm not wanted. And if I've already made a commitment to trying to make this right, and I've already let it be known that I'm willing and want to make this right, and I'm still being shunned, I feel like at some point you have to say, okay, at what point is this no longer a thing? At what point is this no longer gonna be something for me? Like, how long am I gonna bark up this tree when you've already committed and made up your mind that you no longer want to be here? Like, how do I, at what point and how long do I fight for something that's not worth fighting for? Because in order for us to fight, you got to fight too. I can't fight. I can beat you up. And that's what essentially happens. I end up beating you up. I beat you up with every day. I try to do this. And there's some shit that you just like, oh my God, here come this nigga again. Oh my, leave me alone. I don't even want to be here. I don't even want to be here. Like, at this point, it's just like, yo, leave me alone. And now I'm just beating you up. I'm just beating you up with all my emotions and all my shit. At what point do I have to reconcile with the fact that you no longer want to be here, and I gotta come to grips with that? Because
that's a whole different
by myself.
But what you're saying is very different than what you said earlier. At least I took it as when you get noticed that the person is no longer into you. You, Rich Dollars, would be like, yo, you're not into me. I don't want to be in a situation like that. I'm out.
No.
Go ahead.
I will do originally what we were talking about was trying to get it right. So my thing is, I'm trying to get it right. So if I notice, what I said was that I am very, very observant. It's part of OCD. You and I are both the same in that manner. We see a lot of things, and even a half a smile from across the room, I'll come to you later on and be like, yo, that nigga was trying to hate. You see how that nigga reacted, and you be like, oh, what the fuck? We pay attention to that kind of stuff. So in a relationship, I'm also observant. I'm also cognizant of what's going on around me. And if I start to notice that shit is going left, I'm going to come to you and try to fix it. Is there something that I can do? What is going on? What is making you act this way? Let's fix it. Let's fix it. And then we make a conscious effort to fix it. But I'm not meant to be nowhere where I don't want to be. So if I start to feel like I'm making effort and you've already made up your mind, then I don't need to be here no more. I can't fight for it by myself. If I feel like I'm doing this, if I'm calling you 10 times a day and you still don't return my calls, you're not even showing me the respect or the love to at least be like, yo, my nigga, I'm going to try. I'm trying. If I say be home at 8 o'clock and you still rolling in at 10 o'clock after we already addressed and acknowledged that shit was messed up, then at some point I got to be like, yo, you're not going to do right. The same way a woman is like, yo, you're not going to do right, dude. I keep giving you opportunities and you keep stoning, you keep shitting on me. So at what point do I just be like, yo, this nigga not going to do right? You ain't going to do right. It hurts me. It kills me. I'm going to be fucked up for a minute sitting in my mama's house trying to figure this out, but I got to go. So I'm going to let you go to work tomorrow, and when you come home tomorrow, my shit going to be gone. And I'm going to leave a note saying, nigga, this is what you want. This is what you wanted.
Fair enough. Let's open these phone lines.
So we're going to start it over.
Okay. Do we have enough time to give the rules?
Yep, you got 3 minutes.
Okay, here we go. We're about to end this portion of the podcast. We'll be right back on. But when we come on, please hit the plus button because we're going to open the phone lines up. Please be in a place that's well lit. Please be in a place that has good Wi-Fi or cellular service. Please be willing to show your face. We do not speak to empty screens. And it's okay to have commentary on anything that we spoke about tonight, but we use this part of our conversation to answer questions from a man's point of view. So please include a question because your question could help somebody else. Let's log off and we get back on and we open the lines.
Please, y'all, if you have a question, y'all want to get into the conversation, please, as soon as I log back on, come into the question area because we're going directly to you. All right, y'all. What up, y'all? We back. Thank y'all for whatchamacallit for coming right back. If you have any questions, please join now. I'm trying to give y'all a couple of seconds before I let Prez back in. If he's even in the comment section. Okay, there you go. So yo, listen, if y'all just logged off, I just logged off. We're back now. If you had a question, you have a question. Please hit the plus button inside the camera, and we can get it popping right now. Rakita, what's up, mama? I see Gabby Wright's back in the room, so I'm giving you all a couple of seconds for y'all to go ahead and put your questions together and come inside the plus button inside the camera. I'm about to get Sean back in the room, and we can go. Thank you. Thank y'all for bearing with us. I'm trying to get this thing figured out with Instagram ASAP, so hopefully we can get it done. Get it press. All right, so we actually had people in the room, Sean, so we can go straight to the comments. Straight to the questions.
Let's do it.
Lynn Marie, are you in the room? Lynn Marie, I just came back on, so you couldn't have been coming down that quick.
Hi, Richie.
What's up, Lynn Marie? Where you calling from?
From New York, Long Island.
Okay, what's good, mama?
Nothing much. I'm in a new relationship, and I really like him a lot. We've been dating for 7 years. We've been best friends for over 10.
Hold on, time out. Before you go, you said you've been in a new relationship and you've been dating for 7 years.
Yes.
That's not new.
We've been
face. But go ahead.
Yeah, but make a long story short is that I'm starting to catch him in lies. Cause like I know his baby mother, and he doesn't know that I know his baby mother. Me and her been in school together, but we're not friends.
Okay.
So my question to you is, should I just end it? Because like the baby mother's telling me things that he is not doing anything with his children. He has children with this girl, 2 kids, and I'm pregnant right now. And he's telling me, oh yeah, we're about to get married, da 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 da. Fuck my baby mother. I'm a type of woman that I respect everybody, you know, and I respect kids because kids is our future. So for him to really say fuck them kids really got to me. And that's what's sticking in my head right now. I'm pregnant with twins. So are you want to do the same shit to me like you doing to this girl? That's how I'm starting to feel.
Sean, you want to tackle it first?
I would need more. I would need more info. So you welcome, or we could ask more questions because she kind of.
Go ahead, ask the questions.
Okay, so I gotta go to the beginning. Is this a new relationship? Because 7 years don't seem new. What?
We've been dating for 7 years, but I known him for 10 years.
Okay, so
but
why?
I just found out about his baby mother. I didn't even know that it was his baby mother.
Can we go slow? Because we can't give you good advice if we don't have the information. So just bear with us. We're meeting you for the first time, okay? Again, have you been in a relation? Have you been? Okay, let me ask this a different way. Have y'all been sleeping together for 7 years, or have you been in a committed relationship for 7 years? Because it's two different things. So it's not new. There's nothing new about this relationship. It's a long-term relationship.
The only thing that's new is me finding out that the person that I knew for a while is his baby mother, and I never knew this.
Okay. Let's go slow. Can we just go slow? So you've been with a man in a committed relationship for 7 years.
Right.
Did in those 7 years, did you know he had children?
No.
So after
his mother didn't even know either.
Miss, let's take our time. You've been knowing this man for 10 years. You have been in a committed relationship for 7 of those 10 years. And in 7 of those 10 years, he has never once mentioned that he has children or a baby's mother.
No.
Do you two live together?
Yes, we do.
How long have you been living together?
For 6 years.
So in 6 years, he has never brought any children to your house. He has never, ever met
No.
with children out. Nothing
No.
that you know of. When did you become aware, when did you become aware? I know you said you know his baby mother from school.
I followed him to his so-called sister house. Come to find out, that's not the sister.
Okay. I'm glad we're going somewhere now. There is something that made you follow this man. What was it?
He started acting weird yesterday night. And I'm like, you said that you had to go to work in the morning. Now all of a sudden now you gotta go to work tonight. Where the hell you going? You're dressing up to go to a daggone club, not in work clothes. That doesn't make no damn sense. So what I did, I got my ass ready too. I told him I was gonna go to the store, but I really was right down the street, which he didn't notice that. And soon when he drove off, I drove off right behind his ass. Come to find out, he went to this girl's house that I went to school with.
Okay. How could you know that he went to a girl's house that you went to school with?
Because
It's at night.
I knocked on the girl's door. And
Okay.
she knew who I was. And then she was like, "Who, Lynn?" I was like, "Yeah, what's up?" And she was like, "Oh, how you know him?" I'm like, "We're about to get married. We're supposed to get married next month."
Is this the first time that you and her have met?
We met in school years ago.
I understand. Is it the first time you guys met since you've been dating her ex?
Yes.
So there's never been any interaction?
No.
Okay. When you approached her and he was in the house, how did it play out?
He was scared.
Okay.
He looked scared, looked shocked that I was even there. She was like, "Who is this?" And he kept on looking crazy, like stupid face.
Okay.
And then when she said, "Oh, I have a child by him," and I'm like, "He never told me anything about your kids."
How old is the child?
5.
So he had the child while you guys were together.
Yes.
Okay, so I gotta ask you a question. It seems unbelievable to Sean. I could be wrong, and I'm gonna throw it to my partner Richie. But it seems unbelievable that in one night that he tells you, "I'm going out and I gotta work," all of a sudden your woman's sixth sense says there's something wrong, and I need to go fix it.
Told me too.
Huh?
His own friend told me too, and my son right now, my son that's 8 years old that I have by him, he wound up telling me that he knows the girl.
No, you're missing my point. So I need you to stay with my agenda, not your own. Okay? So I'm just saying it sounds unbelievable that the first time that this man tells you that I'm going to work, your woman's sixth sense, your intuition goes off and you follow him. So
Right.
I gotta ask, has something else been going on year over year, month over month that made you feel that
It's been 2 weeks he been acting real strange. Like totally strange.
only in 7 years, only 2 weeks?
Yes.
Something's wrong, miss. Like this man had a kid 5 years ago. You're telling me the only signs that he's been acting strange is 2 weeks ago?
I never knew anything about this. He played it very well.
I'm clear you didn't know nothing about the kid. I'm just saying, has your intuition told you that something is wrong over the last 5 years? That's what I'm asking.
Yeah.
So your intuition has been saying something's wrong, even if
It's been wrong for a good minute, but I couldn't pinpoint it.
Okay, that's what we're asking.
Yesterday.
Okay, that's all I'm asking, because you're making it seem like yesterday was the first time that your intuition said something's wrong. Yesterday is when you caught him, but it's not the first time that your intuition. Rich, do
Right.
you want to take it from here?
Yeah. So the original question was, right, do you leave or do you stay, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think that's a rhetorical question. I think you know the answer to that. The problem is you had an intuition. First of all, this is, let me just go with the Clip Note version of this. You said you was in a new relationship. Come to find out the relationship is actually 10 years old, 7 years of dating with an 8-year-old child. And now two twins in the oven, right?
Yes.
Okay. 5 years ago, so half of that time that y'all been together, 5 years ago, he had another baby with another woman that you, unbeknownst to you, you knew nothing about.
Correct.
Last few weeks, he been acting real funny. He been acting real crazy. So your women antennas go up. You pretend to go to the store. You follow him. He rolls over to his baby mom's crib. You catch him. You find out y'all went to school together. Y'all from some town in Long Island that y'all probably all know each other from back in the day. So she looking at you like, girl, is that you? And you looking like, yeah.
Right.
Oh,
Right.
okay. This is insanity. First of all, this is insanity. Second of all, this is not even a question of whether you should stay or go. Third of all, this dude has got to be David Blaine of cheating and David Blaine of manipulating relationships. If your son who's sitting next to you know the woman and your friends know the woman, I'm trying to understand in this small Long Island town, how is this man getting away with running around with a woman for 10 years and having a baby for half of them that she don't know about?
Right.
Couldn't imagine that happening in New York City. I'm talking about the 5 boroughs, much less a small Long Island town. This is insane. But for the sake of time and get this thing, you need to move on. You need to. The problem with this is that you got twins on the way. So now you fucked in the game because now you got a little man laying next to you who's listening to all of this, which I don't know that he should be. And second of all, you got 2 twins in the oven. That's probably you put yourself in a hell of a situation right now. So you got to figure out. And you said that he don't even want to do nothing for the kid he got. So he probably gonna run off and not do nothing with you. You gotta figure this out. So before you make a rash decision, that's the best advice I could give you, is before you make a rash decision and do something and just jump out the window in a situation, and you might need to really think about this. Because you got a little man laying next to you and 2 in the oven, and he got a whole other kid down the block. And that's 4 kids. And I don't know that I know that you shouldn't be there, but I don't know what you need to do to make sure that you're good when he's not there.
Oh no, he ain't living with me. I kicked him out yesterday. He probably living with her or on the street one.
Oh well, I mean, well, there's the rash decision I didn't want you to make.
Can I ask you something, ma'am? The little boy that's next to you, is that his child?
Yes, it is.
So
I questioned my son yesterday. He said that he took him over last Friday over there.
Okay. You telling me that?
To see his little brother, which that was the first visit.
So can I ask you a real question?
Yeah.
If we told you that you should leave him, would you?
Of course I would. I don't feel like he's stable. Like, if you want to lie to me and lie to another girl, who else you lying to? You lied to your mother about the girl, because his own mama didn't even know about another grandbaby. He lied to his own mother. So if you can lie to your own mother about a grandchild, what else you're lying about?
And in 7-8 years of being with this man, you had no inclinations whatsoever that he was a father outside the relationship, let alone just cheating on you.
No, I only had like suspicious, but you know, I didn't want to get judgmental in a way. I had spoken to him about it on a couple of occasions, and then he was like, "Oh no, it's nothing, or whatever." And then when I really got mad, that's when he started to just, "Oh, I'm going to my mother's house. I'm going to my mother's house." And really, he did not go to his mother's house because I was there.
Okay, and how long ago was that?
That was a month ago.
All right, so here's my thoughts, Miss. I think I got enough. First of all, and this is beyond you. Forget you. I'm talking to every lady who's watching. Y'all are born. You literally are born. God blessed y'all in a way He didn't bless most men. Or maybe we are just not as in tune to our intuition as you guys are. When that sixth sense starts kicking in, when your intuition starts to kick in, trust it. Trust it. This man has been lying for, as far as we know, 5 whole years, because he got a 5-year-old down the street from him, right? So I get it. Maybe you didn't know. But when your intuition goes off and you're going to the mother's house and he ain't there, the same way you turned into a private investigator last night, you could have did that 5 years ago when your intuition was going off. You could have did it 3 years ago. You could have did it a month ago. And now you jammed up and you got 2 in the belly and you got 1 standing next to you. And most importantly, you know that it is with a no good man. Can you hear me?
Echo.
Okay, I can't do that about that.
Okay.
But I ain't gonna tell you to leave this man, but what I am gonna tell you is, now you know. Now you know. And what's more important than anything is your children and your own sanity. So when you stay with this man, and he continues to do what he's been doing, you got nobody to fault but yourself.
You're right.
If you leave this man, maybe you can do better without him. Maybe he'll shape up. He see what he's missing. But now you know what you got. It's conclusive.
Dawn, you gotta fix your sound, bro.
I don't know what to do. I ain't moving.
Just came back.
I don't know what to do.
All right.
Okay. But with that being said, ma'am, I'm not going to tell you to leave this man, but I will tell you, when people show you who they are, believe them the first time. And,
Right.
And that's Maya Angelou. She ain't never lied. That man showed you who he is, and I'll tell you this, and we can end it here.
Right.
When a person is willing to hide from a kid, to hide a piece of themselves, that ain't a good human being. Because even if he messed up, I got somebody on the side pregnant, but that's my child. I'm gonna be in my child's life. To say F my child speaks volumes about him, not just as a father, but as a human being. So, just something you can consider. And I'm sorry.
He was so mad yesterday too, because right in front of her, he was like, "Fuck you, fuck the baby," and I'm like, "Why the fuck you saying fuck your son when you just telling me that's your child?" That's what hurted me the most when he said that to that girl. Even though like you trying to downplay that girl, that's not that girl's fault. It's your fucking fault as a man that you sleeping with both of us and both of us didn't fucking know. So why you getting mad at the next bitch? That's what made
anybody who say F their child, you know what you got right there.
Mm-hmm.
Know what you got.
And then when I took the girl to the grandmother's today, his mother's house, he got so mad to the point that like, oh fuck y'all buddying up against me, and nobody's buddying up against you. Your mother needed to know that that's her grandchild.
Yeah, at the end of the day, he's deflecting. It's all it is. Like, but we're gonna move on to the next question, to the next person. All right, Mama, I appreciate
Thank you.
All right, baby. Your dog, my mind is, this could have gone on for the next 2 hours. My mind is fried right now. That was the weirdest dialogue that we've ever had. Like, that might have been one of the weirdest, from just everything and how shit just pops up and yo, come on, man. Like, you know what you got to do. You got to get rid of that nigga. That's bottom line. And I hate it for you because you got, like Sean said, you got twins and a little boy. So I mean, good luck. But that relationship right there, that shit is crazy.
Yeah, but I'll tell you this much, Rich, it's telling. Any man to say F the kid, damn. Yeah, that's telling. She know what she got right.
Liz Rodriguez, what's up, Mama? Where you calling from? Can I hear you, Liz? Yeah, there you go. What happened? Can't hear you, Liz.
Take us off mute. Take us off mute.
Nah, we can't hear you, love. You got to call back. Call back. Try it again. Okay. Yo, if y'all want to get into the conversation, please hit the plus button inside the camera. Make sure you got some Wi-Fi. Make sure we can hear you. Make sure you're not on mute, etc., etc., etc.
How's my sound? Is it better?
No.
It's not?
No.
I'm hold on. Let me see something.
Now it's worse. What'd you do?
I'm log out and come back.
All right. So again, guys, we're gonna wait for Sean to come back on, but please, plus button, camera, anything y'all want to talk about regarding what we've been discussing tonight, we here. We're gonna take another caller. Got a few of them tonight. Let's get Fred back in. There you say something.
What up? What
There you
up?
go.
Any better?
He's
Okay.
back. Brown is love. Brown is love. Brown is love. Please don't hit me and say add me if you haven't put in a request to get into the conversation. Hello? Hello? Let's try Liz Rodriguez. Liz, are you back? I'll give you another shot at this.
Can you hear me now?
Yep.
Okie
There she
dokie.
is.
Hello. So yeah, I'm from the Bronx, New York, but I live in Wildwood, New Jersey.
Okay.
So about that question, right now I was dating a guy for 4 years, and he was doing a lot of sneaky stuff, and then doing a lot of, stuff with his phone and all that. And I realized what he was doing, and yes, I let that nigga go. So it's been 5 days. I haven't been with him because he also got caught up doing something stupid and decided that it's okay to put his hands on me. So he couldn't do that because I have kids. So my kids made it their business. It was like, nope, we can't deal with this. And I dealt with it for too long. And yes, I got rid of him. that little story with that girl that she was talking, that had to be BS, because there's no way in the world that you're gonna be with somebody and you don't know where they're from, how many kids they got. You know what I mean? If they have 3 baby moms, 2 baby moms, so you know what I mean?
Why do you think that? Why do you think that? Now, listen to what I'm saying. I don't necessarily disagree with you that she should have known, but why do you think that a man can't hide children or be in a relationship with 2 people at one time?
I don't know, because how can you do that? That's like living a double life.
Niggas
Like,
do it all
how
the
can you
time.
not notice that? Huh?
Niggas do it all the time.
I know they do. The same way bitches do it too.
Exactly. So why you acting like it can't happen is my point.
Well, it's not that it can't happen. It was just like weird the way she said it. Like it was a new relationship. It didn't sound like a new relationship if it's 7 years. A new relationship. A new relationship is like, oh yeah, I met him today. Oh, you know what I mean? And it's been only a year or maybe 6 months or whatever. That's a new relationship.
Right.
So, according to this, so I agree with, if nigga ain't shit, then leave him alone, because I did it. And I was with him for 4 years, and he was doing a lot of bad stuff.
Well, I'm going to say this and I'm going to let you go. I'm glad that you got out of the relationship. Don't ever let a man put his hands on you. Don't let a man put his hands on you, much less put his hands on you in front of your children. So I commend you for being strong and walking away from that relationship. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
All right, mama.
Thank you.
Yep.
Bye-bye, Liz.
Bye.
Mocha J. Mocha J. Mocha J. Mocha J, you in the room? Nope. We'll move on. Kristen Banks. Kristen Banks, are you in the room? Kristen Banks? Kristen Banks?
Hi, Rich. Hi,
What's up,
Sean.
Kristen?
Hi, I'm originally from New York, but I live in Las Vegas. I got a question for y'all. I'm in a new relationship.
How long?
And
10
we've
years,
been
15
dating,
years?
we only been dating since November.
Okay.
So it's fairly new. I came from a really bad marriage, so I know within myself, I'm woman enough to admit that I do have trust issues because of my past, but I try not to bring baggage with me. My problem with this new dude is I have no question that he cares about me. I care for him. My problem with him is it's like little things aggravate me. If I'm telling you, because he keeps telling me that I don't know how to communicate this, that, the other, but if I'm communicating with you that, okay, I want to spend more time with you. I work a lot. I'm not even gonna lie. I'm coming home from work now. I'm driving. I work a lot. So if I'm expressing to you that I feel like I have one day off a week and I feel like you should spend that time with me, and you have a problem with it, or you finding other stuff to do, like being with your homeboys and stuff with me, that kind of don't sit well with me. So I'm at the point now where I'm like, should I just give up on this dude because I feel like he's not putting the energy in, or is that just something that men do?
Sean?
Miss, is it possible for you to pull over because you're kind of going in and out?
I'm parking right now.
Okay.
How's that?
Well, so
that
far,
better?
yeah, so far it's good. Okay. Let me ask you something. How long have y'all been dating now? Since November?
November.
Okay. You said you're the one who works all the time.
He works too. He works too. I'm not going to take nothing from him.
Okay. The question is that one day that you have off the only day that y'all truly have time to see each other, and is that his only day off as well?
No, we were living together. We are no longer living together. He moved out
You
while I was
moved
at
quick.
work. He moved out while I was at work. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that was some bullshit, but I have told this dude, like, I've asked you to spend time with me. He's off on Saturday and Sunday. My only day off is on Tuesday. I get off at 5. He gets off at 5:30. So it's not impossible to see each other. He's just not putting forth the effort, and it's excuse after excuse. Oh, I was asleep. My back was hurt. I took medicine. I fell asleep. Oh, I had to do this with my mom, and my phone was dead. Like every day, all day, it's something. It's something. It's something.
Okay,
Okay.
we got it. Why did he move out? I know he moved out when you was at work. Why did he say he moved out?
He didn't. He said that he said I hurt his feelings.
Okay. Listen, because this one's easy. I'll give it to Rich after this. The easiest way to know if anybody, a man, is interested in you is the time that he puts into you. If this nigga done moved out your house and you can't get him, you begging him to spend time with you, let me help you out. The nigga don't want you. He just don't. Like you can sit and you can ponder what's going on and you can think to yourself, what do I need to do? That man, he didn't just move out, he moved on. And he might not be man enough to tell you he moved on, because for all I know, he's still hitting it. He come over, beat it up, and move on.
We
But
haven't been sexually intimate since, I want to say, Valentine's Day.
that's February. And
This is while living
really,
together.
what's your name again?
Christian.
Christian, you really calling in asking us what's going on with this relationship? This nigga, you ain't been with him since February 14th. It's now July 18th or 19th.
I try to break it off with him, and I tell him I don't
You
want to see
don't
him.
have-
He shows up at my
Listen to me,
job.
Christian, you don't have to break it off. It's over. That's it. You just the last one to get the memo. This nigga he probably in a whole new relationship. Like, to keep it real. And I'm telling you this as bluntly as I can, because I don't want you leaving this call, because the fact that you even called into us, you think that there's a chance. I'm a man. There is no chance. This nigga done moved on. But Rich, if you see it from a different lens, maybe you can chime in. But Christian, I'm telling you, you need to move on, because I promise you he has. But go ahead, Rich.
Kristen, I'm gonna keep it short and sweet.
Okay.
Sweetheart, you was in a relationship with somebody since November. Y'all ain't been intimate since February. The nigga won't spend time with you. He won't hang out with you. He's making excuses. He moved out of your crib in the middle of the night like the Baltimore Colts while you was at work. Beloved, come on. Like, what are we talking? What are we doing right now? Like,
I get it. It's like, I know this, but I wanted to hear it from a man, because when I like I said, when I cut him off, he shows up at my job, all this shit.
the question is not whether this relationship is over or how long it's been over. My new question for you, my homework for you, is to find out what this nigga really wanted. Because it was never you.
Money.
Was he homeless or something when you let him move in? Like, because I'm
Staying
trying
with his mama.
He was living with his mama, so maybe he needed some place to stay, because there's no way you can go from sugar to shit and from November to February. And the nigga
That's not that. I disagree with that, Rich. They could have. He hear me out. Hear me out. And you could be dead right, Rich. But that nigga could have moved in. For all I know, Christian don't take baths. Christian don't cook. Christian breath stink. I don't know what happened in that house. But what I do know, listen, and I'm not saying none of that's true, but I'm saying the nigga could have gotten that house and saw you in a different light and said, I am not into this woman no more.
I think it was about the money. Like once I stopped shelling out money the way I
Oh, here
was,
we go.
kind of
The
thing.
plot thickens. The plot thickens.
I see you, Rich. I get it. I know, dumbass girl. I know. I just wanted to hear it from a man, from a real man.
I'm not
Tell
gonna
me,
say
like,
dumbass girl. I'm not gonna say dumbass girl. All I'm gonna say is when Sean says this shit so much, it's starting to make me nauseous. When a nigga show you who he is, believe him. When a motherfucker tell you who they are, if you shelling out the money and the money stop and the nigga just start acting funny, then you gotta know this about the money. If you let it do move into your house, you're giving him money, you're taking care of him, he don't want to spend time with you, the money stop, the nigga move out like the Baltimore Colts, and he don't really, like, you gotta know that that relationship is over. You gotta know that that relationship is over, or it never started. Let's just, the nigga was using you for money and a place to stay. You stopped giving him money, he moved out. And now he dibbles and dabbles because I'm sure you at some kind of way you still take care of him. You take him out to eat, you hang out, you give him money, whatever the case may be. Don't be that girl.
I started giving him money when we first started hanging out because I'm not gonna lie, I make more money than he does. And my lifestyle's a little bit different. So, you know, the places that I wanted to eat, he'd be like, babe, I can't afford that. And I'd be like, I got it. Don't worry about it. It's just what I wanted to do. But yeah, I get it. I get it. I don't know how. I get it.
Honestly, it ain't nothing wrong with that. You should never compromise your lifestyle for a nigga. If he really is grateful to be around you and happy to have you, then he will try to elevate himself. That should be motivation for a man. For a woman to say, okay, baby, I got you. This is my lifestyle. That should be motivation for him to be like, I need to get like Bay. I need to get to her level so where now I can carry my weight. That should be motivation. But quite frankly, it's not all men's motivation. And you were an enabler. You enabled him to be a bum.
You know. Before we let you go, honestly, I don't know enough about how your relationship started to even chime in, but I do know how it ended. And I just want you to leave this call, and you got to put your big girl drawers on, and you stop waiting for this man to come around, because he's not. This man, like I can't tell you no plainer. This man don't want you. He don't. And if you can just accept that, and don't even take it personal, because there's a lot of other fish in the sea. There's somebody else out there that will be happy to come and sit with you every Tuesday when you get off work. But he just ain't the one. Stop wasting your time and your energy on somebody that ain't even thinking about you. Okay?
Okay.
So hopefully that helps, Kristen.
And then I love you guys. Thank you so much.
All right, Kristen, we love you too.
Have a good night.
Be good girl.
Always.
You from New York. You know what it is.
Taisha Harris.
Why sound like we know that name? Don't we know what Taisha Harris?
I feel like we do know her.
Hello.
Taisha, what's up, mama?
What's up, Rich? How you doing?
Good. Where you calling from?
I'm calling from New Jersey. I'm from New York.
Okay.
Currently live in New Jersey. So my question is, I was dating this guy for about 2 years off and on. We probably got serious. Well, it got serious last year. I want to say around August. We really got serious or whatever. Then after, probably at the beginning of this year, no, April, probably around April, I moved. We used to live around the corner from each other. We lived in proximity. So I moved from the area. I moved probably about 10 minutes away from where we live now. Once I moved away, the relationship fell off. Like, he stopped calling as much. We stopped seeing each other as much. But before that, we were seeing each other like every day, probably every night. Our kids was entwined with each other. We were going on dates. We were doing everything together. Dinner every day. Like, we had a whole relationship. all of a sudden it just went away. No reason why. I didn't get I feel like I almost got ghosted, but yeah, he just never said like I don't want to be bothered anymore. I don't want to see like he just stopped everything.
Okay.
Mother's Day came. He was supposed to go out for Mother's Day. He bought me a car for Mother's Day. So the gift was nice, but the treatment after was still basically like I felt like I was annoying him. So I feel like if you feel annoyed, I feel like I followed him too. Like he didn't want to be bothered, so I just stopped calling, I stopped texting, like everything, and it stayed that way.
What's your question? What's your question?
My question is, his kids are still in contact with me. I speak to the kids from time to time. The baby mother called me a while ago, probably last week, to ask me to hold one of the kids for her for a little while, which I did that. But then seeing the kids makes me think about him.
Hold up, real quick. You said the baby mother called you and asked you to babysit?
Yes.
Okay. So you have a good relationship with her?
I had a relationship, yes,
Okay.
with the baby mother.
Okay.
So she called me, asked me to babysit. So I watched the little girl, the daughter, for a little while, which he didn't know about it. But he did call me probably yesterday, to let me know I passed my driving test, and he said he was going to come and, get the car serviced and everything for me. But he just never said anything more about the relationship that we was having. So my question to you guys is, should I disconnect myself from the kids too altogether? Because the kids are still, they check on, like they text me, they call me. So since I'm not dealing with him anymore, don't deal with the kids either?
Rich, you want to tackle it, or you want me?
I'm gonna keep it short and sweet. I honestly, how old are the kids first?
They vary in age. The oldest is probably 23 down, 23, 19. The daughter I watched the other day was 5 years old.
Okay.
5 years old. He has a few kids. He has a lot of kids. I have relationships
All
with
right. So here we go. Check this out.
Okay.
I don't think you should disconnect yourself from the kids. Especially the older kids. The kids are older. There's a 23-year-old. There's a grown ass children. My daughter's 23. Shout out, my daughter just logged on. But you shouldn't disconnect yourself from the kids, especially if you have a relationship with the baby moms and y'all are cool. I guess my question is this: Can you maintain a relationship with the kids, but not feel like you chasing him down?
Oh, I definitely can. Because when I saw him pulling back, I just pulled back. It hurt, but I just pulled all the way back.
All right. So here's my thing, and I'll let it go. You shouldn't cut the kids off. If you have a relationship with them kids and them kids like you, and the mother and the baby mom feels comfortable enough with you that you can babysit them children must have a relationship with you. Them children must like you, and some of those children are grown ass motherfucking adults anyway. So with that being said, fuck him. You shouldn't cut off your nose to spite your face. If them kids make you happy, if those kids are cool and them kids is checking on you, you shouldn't ghost the kids because this relationship didn't work. He's gonna move on, and you have to look at it like that. You have to move on, and you have to look at it like that. But them kids ain't got nothing to do with that, and there's no way that it's beneficial for me, for a grown woman, to get text messages from a kid, and now you're not returning the kids. That's hurtful. That's hurtful.
Right.
That's hurtful to the child, because that child didn't do nothing to you except for be your friend.
Exactly.
And if you love that child and you cool with that child, then you should stay in that child's life. He gotta understand, and you gotta understand, and y'all can go both do your own thing. But I don't think that you should do that to the children, because, if they reaching out to you, that's love. They like you. They fuck with you. Like, you don't do that to people who fuck with you. You don't do people who fuck with you any kind of way.
Right. That's how I feel. Okay.
My only concern is what Rich asked you, so I'm gonna ask you again. Are you keeping the relationship as a way to stay tied to this man somehow?
No. I don't see him. Okay, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I need you to be honest with you.
Okay.
So because you just spoke about Mother's Day, and you said he gave you the card, and then he kind of disappeared, and you actually said out your own mouth that you being in communication with the kids makes you remember what you had with him. So are you sure that you staying in communication with these kids is not your way of staying somehow connected to this man?
Absolutely not. The kids are grown. They reach out to me on their own. I don't need him to see the kids or speak to them. I wasn't reaching out to the kids. The kids reach out to me.
Okay, then.
So I'm not trying to, like, I didn't even tell him that his daughter was at my house over the weekend. I didn't, none of that.
Okay,
The mother told me, I left it with the mother.
Okay, then I agree with everything Rick said.
Okay.
Yeah, I wouldn't cut his children off just because you and him are not together. But, and here's the but, I would not stay in relationship with his kids as a way to have a line to him or some type of communication with him. So if that's not your motive, then it's okay for you to stay in communication with those kids. Okay?
Mm-hmm. Okay.
All right, Mama.
Thank you.
Okay.
You good, girl.
Bye.
And good question, by the way.
Yeah, that was a good question, bro.
Yeah, that was a damn good question.
Julie Fantaruzzi, Riri on fire, some shit like that.
Can y'all see me? Wow, this looks terrible over here. Hold on.
You look how you look. What's your name? Where you calling from?
My name is Riri, and I'm from Brooklyn.
Okay, Riri from Brooklyn. What's good?
Okay. My situation is I was with somebody for a whole year. And in 1 year, we must have broken up like 4 times. And it wasn't over women. I never caught him cheating. I never seen anything on his phone. His problem was he drinks a lot. And he always, every time I told him to leave and he would leave, he would go to Westchester, Nyack. He's from Boston, Massachusetts. He would come back because he would cry to me and tell me that he's going to change, that he would never do it again because he loved me so much, and that he promised me all these things. So me, as a woman, a lot of women do it. They fall for it and they say, okay, fuck it, I'm going to give him another chance. Let's see. This time around when I took him back, it got kind of worse. Like, I feel like he chooses the bottle over everything, even over life, over women. I could walk around butt naked and I could see like he's aggy. I feel in my heart, and he tells me no, that he's an alcoholic and don't want to admit it. So this is the part that I'm going to tell y'all. This time around, it got ugly where it got physical. And I threw him out. And he wanted to come back in, and I didn't let him in. So he doesn't know nobody where I live at. But he found some friends up on Gates and Broadway, because I'm from Bushwick. And he started hanging out with them. And, of course, I think they were like Crips, gang members. And he started acting like those were his friends. And one of them let them stay in his house. The next day, my neighbor tells me that he was sleeping in front of my door, and I didn't even know that. So someone was calling me through my backyard. When I opened the window, because I had the AC on, it was him. He said, listen, your car is all scratched up. Don't think it was me. So now I go downstairs. My car is vandalized. When I tell you I just got it 3 months ago out of the dealer. And I know for sure that he did that because he's a hater, because I didn't let him in. So now he got locked up, right? not only because of the car, because they said that there wasn't no proof because I didn't see him, but prior to before, I had a Mini Coupe and he banged that up. So I know it was him. He got locked up for putting his hands on me, bruised up, if you see my face, everything. So the question that I want to ask y'all, now they got a warrant out for his arrest. Should I pursue this where if they call me and they tell me what you want me to do, lock him up, or just leave it alone? I feel, I don't know, maybe it's the age difference too. He's 34, I'm 58. But he has an old soul. He's not into like clubs, women, none of that. I'm telling you, everything is just liquor to him. Liquor, liquor, liquor. He's clean. He's intelligent. He's Haitian, French, and Dominican. He speaks proper English. He's not like hood. I don't know where he gets this, calling me, making lives like he in the streets, like, yeah, throwing up gang sign. I don't know if he was doing that to, like, show up in front of them so maybe they don't whip his ass. I don't know. But I saved them from a lot of ass whippings because I really wanted to put the beats on this nigga, which I did any fucking way because I defended myself. I really fucked this nigga up. So now I don't give a fuck if he cries crocodile tears and begs me that he can't live without me and that he'll change. I don't want this motherfucker around me. I just want y'all to tell me if it's the right thing to lock him up, because a lot of people be, oh, women lock up men, that's fucked up, or you doing a 6ix9ine shit, you shouldn't be snitching. No, fuck that. That nigga put his hands on me. So if they pick him up tomorrow, he's in Westchester because I found out already he ran. And he's with this guy. And my thing, too, that's embarrassing is that he called all these guys for Cash App. I'm starting to even feel, are you a faggot? You don't even call a bitch for a fucking Cash App. You call guys and they all give you money? It's funny, but it's not funny.
Yo, no, it's funny. So, yo, this is my thing. This is quick for me too. This is quick like the last one was quick. If you don't feel like this nigga gonna come back and bother you, then if you moved on, I'm never like, yo, I'm the kind of dude that'll be like, I ain't never gonna lie. I'm not a cop caller. Like, that ain't my thing. But I get it. But listen to him. Listen, hear me out. But I get it. Nigga put his hands on you. You're a woman. He put his hands on you. Shit got physical. He got bruises. If you got to do what you feel you got to do. You got to do what you feel you got to do. All I would say is that, for me, my mentality is the nigga gone and he ain't bothering me no more and he's out of my life, then he out of my life or she's out of my life and I ain't got to deal with the shit no more. I let it go. I let it go and just let him go back to Massachusetts and live his life.
Okay, let me ask you a question. Let's say if he comes back to New York and winds up at my door again. There's men that are crazy. They get locked up. The system today for domestic violence, they let them go and then they got another chance to choke up the woman and even stalk them, kill them, because you know that's every day on the news. I don't even know how they let these men go. That's why a lot of us women fear them. I'm already in the process of even moving so the nigga don't know where I'm at. That's my next move. I'm out of here. So if he ever come to New York or come to this building, they be like, she don't live here no more. Because Nyack and Westchester is still New York. It's not that he's in Massachusetts. So, and then I don't know if he brought them same people in front of my building and be like, yo, she live here. Look, this is what she look like. You know what I'm saying? Or I got to be looking at, I walk around every day now with a knife. I'm ready to poke whoever get next to me. Because I don't know who it is.
Yo, Sean, what you got?
Sean. What's your name again, ma'am?
Sean.
Who?
My name is Riri.
Nice.
R-I, Riri.
Riri, did you put the beats on it? Did I hear that right?
Yes, I did. Because if he put his hands on me, yes, I did. I tore his fucking face up. I kicked this nigga to the ground. I did it all. He lucky I ain't stab him. You know why? Because then they would have locked my ass up. I would have been in Rikers. But him, he could get away with murder and end up the next day. They give him order protection. And he ringing my fucking bell acting like he's violating the order protection. So if he could violate and come here the next day, right, when he's coming out of the ball pins or whatever it is, why can't I fucking poke this nigga?
So you walking around with a knife right now, ready
Yes,
to poke
I
it?
do. Yesterday, the day before, because this happened since last Wednesday, and since then, that knife is in my bag. And it's open, like ready.
Okay, but are you ready to poke a nigga if he run up on you?
Well, I don't know. I be like looking like I'm aware of shit. It's not like I never had to live like that. I never. And I've been in this neighborhood. I was born and raised here. I never had to be like, but because him hanging out over there and my neighbors told me he was walking around with people from over there over here, I don't know what he told them. I don't know what was his intentions. If he vandalized my car, right now, it has to go through insurance. I don't know when I'm getting my car back because he did it dirty. When I tell you he keyed up the car or a knife, I don't know, but he went in circles, the hood, everything. That when I was driving it back to Yonkers, to the Kia, people were looking at me at the Major Deacon like, God damn, like, what the fuck happened to this girl's car? Like, she either must have been fucking somebody's husband or they did her dirty.
Okay.
I was embarrassed.
Sure.
Okay.
So I know that you guys, like he said, he ain't with the cop calling shit or nothing, but how about if he come back and do me dirty or try to poke me and then what? I gotta defend myself. And I know you guys ain't with cop calling. I ain't neither.
No.
But
Miss.
they're about to move me because this is serious.
Okay, miss.
I think he's in love, or I think he a hater. It's either or. Or nigga, you keep asking niggas for cash app. You bisexual, you something. I don't know what the hell's going on right now at this moment. And then you don't get embarrassed that you asking niggas for money? And it's all for liquor? It's not to buy me roses.
Well, here's the thing. If you feel like you're in danger, then move forward with having them locked up. Honestly, because the more I listen to you, it sounds like you really feel like you're in danger. If you truly feel like this man will come back and do harm to you, go ahead and do what you gotta do to get him on the streets. And in the meanwhile, keep looking for a place to the kitchen. Okay?
All right, Riri.
All right, thank you,
Don't
guys.
be out here poking nobody now, Riri.
Okay.
You 58 years old putting beats on somebody.
Yo, real quick because we about to get disconnected. Yo, this will be the part 3 of the boys club. I'm about to log off and log back on. We have a nice set of people in here tonight. The conversations are going good. Please log off, come right back, put your questions inside the plus button inside the camera. Let's finish strong. I'm gonna log off. I'm coming right back. I need the same energy. Come on, y'all. Let's go. Yo, what up? So listen, if y'all got any questions, y'all want to join the conversation, please hit the plus button inside the camera. It's been crazy. Rakita, what up? So if you got any questions, please, plus button inside the camera. We got another 26 minutes left. Let's finish out strong. I'm taking questions. Sean and I are taking questions, so let's go ahead and finish strong. Sandy Wade, Owning Your Happiness. Could you please tell your friends to give me my 4 hours back, please? Owning Your Happiness. Can you please tell your friends to give me my 4 hours back? This 1 hour shit. Come on, Sandy, yo. Come on. They doing me dirty over there at Meta. And then we can complete our night. Gabby Wright, what's happening? SB, what's happening? All right, Sherrod, what up, my brother? All right.
Hey, yo, Rick,
Don't
can I
finish
say
strong,
something?
Sean. Huh?
Well, let the next caller in, but my word to everything is I think her man need to be more scared of her than she. Like, my word, and I didn't want to make light of her situation, but I was saying to myself, like, yo, that nigga need to be, like, he need to stay away for real, because it sound like that chick,
Yeah.
and she ready to go all out.
Riri said she ready to poke anybody who run down on a nigga. Riri is not a game out here, bro. All right,
My word,
going
like,
Robinette. Robinette is in the room. Robinette, are you in the room?
he the one that she took a half hour telling us about him drinking. That ain't had nothing to do with the story.
Robinette, what's up, mama? Where you calling from?
Richie Dollars. Okay, this question is for Sean.
His name is Sean without the R-A, but go ahead.
Okay, so do you think that a girl and a guy can still be friends if the guy proposed to her and took the ring back?
Why is this question for me, if you don't mind me asking?
Because you're married.
Okay.
You're married.
Okay. Ask the question one more time.
Do you think that a guy and a girl could still be friends, even though he proposed to her and then took the ring back?
I think he could be friends with her. I don't know that she could still be friends with him.
Why?
Is that a real question? Typically, if he proposed to her and chose to take the ring back, he probably, it was probably done with no malice. It was probably done because he said to himself, look, if I'm having doubts now, if I'm feeling this way now, I don't want to make this into a bigger mistake by marrying you. So I don't think that him taking the ring back would in any way interfere with how he feels about her as a friend. But from the other side, the woman, that's a violation. She done told all her friends that she is engaged. She was looking forward to her big day, walking down the aisle. It's an insult. So from his standpoint, I'm 100% sure that he could be her friend. But I don't know that the woman who was on the receiving end of that would look at it as, you know what, he made a decision, even though it didn't work in my favor, at least he made a decision that was mature. He didn't let us get into a situation and go down this aisle, and then I find out that he wants to get divorced or he's cheating on me. He respected me enough to call it off ahead of time. In some ways, you got to respect him for that. So I do think that they could be friends, and those are my reasons why.
So do you think I should stay with my boyfriend even though he took the ring back from me?
This was you?
Yeah, this about me. Who you thought it was about? Richie Dollars?
I don't
It's
know.
about me.
You just hit us with a plot twist?
It's
Rich,
about
did you
me.
know it was about her?
Huh?
Yeah, he took the ring back. Broke my little heart.
Listen to me. Listen, and this is as real as I can put. How long y'all been together? How long have y'all been together?
2 years.
2 years. Why did he tell you that he took the ring back?
I don't know. He more so don't like the way I act on social media. Like, he feel like I shouldn't leave hearts under people pages and stuff like that. So,
Okay.
you know.
Okay. So when he was telling you this, what before he took the ring back, when he was telling you he don't like the way you are on social media, what was your response to him?
Oh no, we're still cool. That's why I'm asking you. Like, do you think I
No, no,
should
no, no,
have?
no, 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 no,
You
no.
know.
Go backwards. Before you got engaged and when you were still engaged, when he was sharing with you that he did not like the way that you were interacting on social media, how did you respond to him?
Oh, I told him that I wasn't gonna stop.
Okay. So with that being said, I, I stand by what I said earlier. He he knew he knew his threshold. He knew what he was looking for in a wife. You made it clear that you weren't going to make changes. So before both of y'all went down that aisle, and he was going down the aisle knowing that this wasn't going to work anyway, he said, you know what? Let's call this thing off. Which you can't do nothing but respect, right? Should you stay friends with him? Why wouldn't you stay friends with him? You didn't cheat, he didn't cheat. It's just y'all wasn't a match made in heaven. But here's what I would tell you, and this is as real as I could put it. I do think it's still hope for y'all. I think y'all should really consider going to counseling, and you in particular should consider rethinking your interaction on social media. That is a huge problem in relationships. And Rich, we really need to have a deep conversation about this in next week's show. But if this is a man you love and a man you want to marry, why would it be so different? This is my question to you. If this is a man you love and a man you marry, that you want to marry, why would that be so difficult for you not to leave hearts if he's telling you that that's something that bothers him and is a deal breaker?
So if I said I would stop doing whatever made him take the ring back, you think we still got a chance together?
Only if, I think y'all should go to counseling. I really do. I truly in my heart do. I don't think y'all are even ready for marriage, from what I'm hearing.
So I
Because
should
this
just stay like the side piece?
excuse me?
I should stay like the side piece?
Where did that come from?
Because you're saying, like, even though we're not meant for marriage, like, I still should interact
No,
with
no,
you.
miss, don't put words in my mouth. I said you guys are not meant for marriage now. That's why I am encouraging you to go to counseling and work toward being ready for marriage. Do you understand that? Because when I think of y'all going to counseling, he's not dating anybody, you're not dating anybody. But you guys are acknowledging that we want to get married. We just have things that we need to work through before we get married. And I'm sure he would probably be open to that if you're open to it. Does that make sense?
A little bit.
So no, this is not you being a side piece or him being a side piece. I'm saying don't throw the baby out with the bathwater. Just because y'all are not ready to be married today, just work through your issues. And that's if y'all love each other. If he loved, and here's the deal. Is she frozen or am I frozen?
She frozen, but that's okay.
Okay, I hope she can still hear me. If this man loved you enough to put a ring on it, he is going to love you enough to work toward getting to the place where you guys can walk down the aisle together. That he would, man, I wish she was still back, but
Bro, Do you understand how ridiculous that sounds?
Yes, Rich. We got to have this. This got to be a conversation.
He
It has to
gave
be.
her a ring. They were dating. He gave her a ring, which means that he was ready to engage and get married. She told that dude, I can't stop putting hearts underneath people's pictures, so I'm going to forego this. You should have gave that man his ring back. How the hell you decide if you mad about if he took his ring back? You should have gave that man his ring back. Listen to how crazy it is. We can move on.
No, while you're talking, let somebody just
What'd you say?
keep talking though, because you know sometimes
All right.
it take a second.
Diamond. But I give you a ring, I'm ready to marry you. You tell me you can't stop putting the hearts underneath niggas' pictures. And you're gonna ask the question of whether you should be mad at me because I want my shit back? All you gotta do is stop leaving hearts and comments under people's pictures. Diamond in the room. And she couldn't even do that? Come on, Sean.
No.
Come on, Sean.
All it said, but that's why I say they're not ready for marriage. She's not ready for marriage. She's not. And that is not even a bad thing, Rich. Like, to keep it 100. But sometimes when you get counseling, you can see that I got some growing to do. But to me, if he loved her enough to put a ring on it, if she's willing to work on this relationship, he'll be right there with her.
Yeah, I imagine. We can go with Queen B, Britt Sparks, Queen B. Britt Sparks, are you in the room? What's up, Britt Sparks?
Hi,
What's your name? Where you calling from?
my name is
What's up,
Brittany,
Brittany from Dallas?
and I'm from Dallas. So I have some issues. I've been married for 11
Congratulations.
years. Thank you. I'm proud of myself for going that far, but it has been a roller coaster. And me and my husband, we have just been getting into it so much. And I understand I have a communication problem, and I admit to my wrongs. But so many things has happened in our past where it was too painful that it hurt.
Like what? If
And
you
it's
don't
hard for me
mind
to
me asking?
let go.
Infidelity?
Like for one time, it was in the morning. I woke up and basically he was like, I think I'm gonna cheat on you. And I just woke up like, what? And it's all because he didn't get him none. And he just says stupid stuff like that. Or there was a time when I was pregnant with my twins and I just gave birth. And, that's difficult for a woman. So as I was in the NICU with one of my twins, he walked straight past me and didn't even speak to me. It's so many things that has been hurting me, And he said he's sorry, but he said basically, how can we move on if I keep bringing up the past? But the thing is, you kept on messing up and messing up and messing up till I couldn't heal from the last one he messed up on. So now he's a good man now, but all I could think about is what he did. And every time we get into argument, I just bring it up, because I'm like, if you love me that much, you would never do those things to me that can break my heart. And I know deep down he's a good man. I know it. But my heart is shattered and I'm trying to heal from it. And it's like we keep going downhill. But we know we love each other and we want to be together, And I try to put God in my. so we can stick together. But I just feel like I have nothing in me anymore. And all I want to do is just snap, and I don't have patience anymore. And I'm just falling apart from it, because I want my marriage to work. But I'm just broken. And we can't communicate.
Sean?
How old are you and how old is your husband? Can you hear me? I said if you don't mind me asking, how old are you and how old is your husband?
We are 34 years old, and we got married at 20.
How long were you dating before you got married?
2 years, but here's the problem. He wasn't ready for marriage. And I think I pushed him because we were living together, and I said, well, we're going to continue to live together. I said, if we continue to live together, then I'm just going to move out. That was before we was married. I said, I'm just going to move out, and he felt like I had to push him into a wall for him to marry me. And I messed up on that. But I said we could still be together. You don't have to marry me. But he was like, no, I feel like when you're giving me an ultimatum. If I don't marry you, then we won't live together. And he said he likes to be with me, and he wants to be with me. So that's where we messed up at right there.
Okay. How long has he been doing better?
Well, his father passed away, and we're dealing with this battle now with depression and stuff. However, I know that he's trying, and it's been about a good 3 years that I can say that we've been okay. We had our times, but
okay, was there ever, I know he said that he's gonna cheat on you. To your knowledge, has he ever cheated on you?
the only thing he did was DM girls like on Facebook, and he did give a stripper his number, but he was like he only gave her number because on his birthday, she was gonna dance, but nothing like slept
Okay,
with. But
so
I think that's
so
me.
Here's my thoughts on this. You guys were kids, like legit 21-year-old living together. You get married at 23, maybe. You married a child, and you were a child yourself. Nothing that I heard is unfixable if you truly love this man, and if this man truly loves you, and more importantly, if both of y'all want this marriage to work. I haven't heard anything. He beat you up. He cheated on you. He had a baby outside the relationship. Most of what you said sounds like immaturity and a nigga growing up while being married.
But like can I say this though? Because this is one issue that really broke me. It took so much in me because he didn't know how to love me. I needed to be touched. I needed attention. I needed to say things, I'm beautiful. And he didn't do none of that to me. And I literally cried and I had to beg him. I need that attention. And this has been going on for like 5-6 years until he finally realized when I would say, you know what, I'm done, it's over with. That he was like, boom, okay, then now I really need to get myself together because she's about to leave. I shouldn't have to do all that. You should love me unconditionally, no matter what. I should have to tell you, hello, I'm right here. I would love a hug. I would love a kiss. I would love to be touched, And I'm just, so I know men are not that affectionate, but geez, I want to feel special. superficial, and he didn't know how to do that. I feel like he didn't know how to love me the way I wanted to be loved. You know, and that put a lot of damage. That put make my mind thinking like, man, love is something you don't got to keep expressing to them. This is what I need. This is what I need. It should come naturally. And he was struggling with that. I had to beg him.
Rich, it looked like you got something to say.
Yeah, I do. I'm listening to your story, and I'm not condoning this man's behavior. But ever since you've been on the phone, with the exception of the walking by you and the NIC and stuff like that, it's me. He wasn't ready for marriage, but he felt like you were pushing him into a corner to be married, so he got married. You should not want to marry a man before it's time, because you're going to deal with this. You're going to deal with the consequences of a man who felt like he was given an ultimatum, pushed into a corner, made to do something against his will, made to do something that he felt like he wasn't ready for in order to keep you. That's not healthy.
You have to excuse me, because this is my husband right here. Hey, come on in. This is the man I was talking about. Excuse me. But they were telling me, so this is Rick. But I was doing a little counseling, trying to figure out about us and how I told them about how I pushed you into marriage and all that stuff. And they're really on your side.
No. Nobody said they was on your side. Sean did not say he was on the side. I didn't say he was on the side. What we said was, y'all were both very young when you got married. He felt like you gave him an ultimatum, and in order for him to keep you, you made him do things that were against his will. He resented you while you were having the baby.
Yes, and I admit to that. I'm guilty.
The relationship, so y'all were on the rock. But like what Sean said, I'm gonna echo the same sentiments. Y'all did not. There's nothing that's that crazy in your relationship that you can't get help, that you can't go. I would suggest you find a counselor. I would suggest you go and sit down with somebody. I would suggest you figure out a way to heal from the things that he's done to hurt you. And he needs to figure out a way to heal from feeling like you trapped him. Well, not trapped him, but pushed him into a corner and made him do something against his will before he was ready to do it. It's clear that after 11.
But I feel like 11 years later, you know.
Sorry, ma'am. How old is your oldest child?
My twins are 7 years old.
Okay. And at what point in the relationship did he stop touching you?
I can say before the twins. So it all went down when I was pregnant. He distanced himself from me. You know.
How many kids do y'all have now?
We have
twins. Put your husband on for a second. What's up, my brother? Yeah, what's your name, by the way? Montrell. Very nice to meet you. I'm gonna ask you just a basic question. Do you still love your wife? Okay. Do you still want to be with your wife? And we're not putting you on the spot, but just be as honest, brutally honest as possible. Do you still, and I'm using the word want, because want is optional. Do you still look at that woman and actually want to be with her? Or are you there because y'all got 3 kids?
No, I still want to be with her.
But there's a but there, Montrell.
I said I still want to be with her.
There's no but?
No, I didn't say but. I said I still want to be with her.
Does it sound like a hesitation there or something?
Okay, so Montrell, your wife has been brutally honest with us tonight. Brutally honest. I'm asking you to do the same. This is one of the moments that could be a defining moment in your life. So we're gonna ask that question again. The woman standing next to you, if you did not have those children and you met her today, would you still walk up to her and still ask for her number and want to be with her?
I mean, yeah, I asked for a number. Well, you said you asked if we didn't have no children.
Yeah, would you
I want to
say
be with?
that's a girl I want to be with? Why?
I don't know.
What you mean?
Be honest.
I think like she told, I think it was a lot of ultimatum that she had put on me. I feel like and stuff like that. I think I want to be with her, but I think
No, you're not answering the question. So let's stop for a second. If you met her today, you walk in the room, y'all. You go into, I don't know where you work, but wherever you work, let's say she worked there too. You see her. You get to know her personality. Is this a woman you would give your number to and say, I want to take you out on a date? Okay.
Oh, yeah, most definitely.
Huh?
You know, if I just
Put up back on,
yeah,
both of y'all get on. Baby girl, y'all in a good place. Y'all just, you put a gun to this man's head and he stepped up as a child and he took on a man's role and married you, had children with you, and with me and Rich, we're men. We don't function well with ultimatums, especially being pushed into a lifelong commitment. But after 11 years of marriage, he's saying, I would still choose her. It's 100% hope for y'all. Y'all just need some marriage counseling. Y'all need to send them kids to the damn babysitter and go out on date night. You need to bend over and let this nigga hit it from the back sometime. Like, y'all are good. Like, y'all are 100% good.
Nah, I agree.
Need to get Rich. Y'all need to start dating again.
I just feel like we have a bad understanding. I feel like she don't understand me. Like how.
What does that mean exactly?
Like she always want me to be like, if we both see it different ways, it's like it's always gonna be what she see, not how I see it or how I feel. You know, it's been like my dad died in 2021. So with the twins' pregnancy, she felt like I didn't treat her right, like with the pregnancy, because I was, you know, kind of still being a little asshole, stuff like that. So when we got pregnant with the last baby, I helped, like when my dad died, I was kind of like the child was the strongest child, try to be there for everybody. But when we bought a house, it's like that's when it hit. You know, I wanted him to see that I bought this house, 2-story house, stuff like that. So she was pregnant at the time, but I feel like I had to be there for her because I really wasn't there for her when we had the twins, and I couldn't really cry or mope like I really wanted to with my dad, you know, and I felt like I had to push my feelings to the side, you know, for her. And I think sometimes she didn't understand because she was like, I'm just going through stuff because I'm pregnant, you know, I'm having mixed emotions. You know how women, when they pregnant, they have, you know, all that kind of type of feelings and stuff. And it's like I had to still put myself to the side, and I couldn't really, you know, get over my dad like that.
But at the same time, though, what I'm saying is this: his dad passed away, and I'm pregnant. You don't know what I've been through.
But listen to this. Not to cut you off. Listen to this. Do you hear what you saying? Everything.
I know, and I do have sympathy.
Everything has been about you since you called us before he even got home. before that man had got home with your baby in his arms. Everything that you have said since you started this conversation has been about you. You wanted to get married. He didn't want to. You forced him into the corner by your own admission. You said you gave him ultimatum. I'm moving out if you don't want to marry me. Then the time goes on, and everything that you have said so far has been about you. All the way up to this man, you just now heard this man say he could not mourn his father's death because he felt guilty about how he treated you when you were pregnant with the twins. So he could not mourn his father's death. And the first thing you came back and said was, well, his father had passed away and he don't know what I was going through. Like, come on. Like, in order for a relationship,
I understand.
But in order for
I
a
understand what
relationship
you're
to
saying,
work,
and I wasn't trying to make it seem that way.
To work, you gotta open your ears, you gotta open your eyes, you gotta see his hurt the same way you want him to see your hurt. You got to see his hurt. You got to say, damn, I'm pregnant right now, but this man is mourning. So you know what? We need each other. We need to figure out each other. If I'm sitting in the bed sick and you sitting in the bed sick, I cannot be the only person that gets up to go make soup. I can't be. If I'm sick and you sick, we sick together. That means there's got to be some compromise there. That means that you can't look at me and be like, nigga, you sick, I'm sick, but I don't care. You don't know how I feel. My sick is worse than your sick. My pain is worse than your pain. My anger is worse than your anger. That's not how it works. That's not how it works in relationships. You can't be like that. Now, I'm not saying that he's 100% right.
But
I'm did some bullshit. But like Sean said, we're going to let y'all go because the baby need to go to sleep. But
no. I got more to say, and I want to hear what she got to say. So I'm sorry, Rich. Go ahead.
All I'm saying is this. I think y'all are in a good place. I honestly think y'all are in a good place.
So do I.
I think that he just said what he said. He would still pick you 11 years later. You still sitting there. I just watched that man lovingly bring that baby in the house, unbeknownst that he was even on IG Live. You just put this nigga on the spot in front of 256 people. You know what I'm saying? And he opened up in that moment, and I think y'all are literally in a good spot. I just think that, honestly, my opinion, y'all need some counseling. Y'all need to be able to have a conversation with somebody so that y'all could both feel better and get over it. Because until you get over the shit that you've been mad about for the last 11 years, you're not going to be able to be happy moving forward.
Say what you were going to say, ma'am.
I know his father passed away, and I feel bad. And I had my arms open for him when he needed anything to talk about. I was willing to talk about it. But he blocked himself for coming to me when I say, here I am, just talk to me. And I know it's hard when you lose a close person. But I had my hands open and I was available. But he blames me that he had to block his feelings because I was pregnant, and there's no control I have over that. But at that time, y'all don't understand, I needed to feel like it was me, because you don't understand the past that I had with my twins, how he ignored me. And it's so important to make your wife feel comfortable when she's pregnant. I could have miscarried. And I looked at it and I said, Montreal, I'm there for you no matter what it is. And I'm sorry that this is the wrong time and that this happened and I'm pregnant. But I needed to be okay. This was my time to be okay for this second pregnancy because he wanted this baby as well. We just did not know what happened before, what was going to happen. So I felt like, Montreal, I needed this to be the time that I need because I didn't have it last time.
So I was pregnant. I said, I need for you to just be there for me. And I know he was going through it. And I wanted to be there for him too. We could be there for each other. But he was in a deep depression.
Can I ask you something? Can I ask you something?
I feel
Are both of your parents
Yeah.
alive? Okay, so here's what I would say. I'll start off by saying I stand by what I said and what Rich said earlier. I think that this relationship can 100% work. I think that you guys must. It's a must. It's not optional. You must go to counseling. You must. That man said that he would still choose you with all of the mess that y'all been through. That is a wonderful sign, because he could have just said, you know what? No, if I had to do again, knowing what I know now, absolutely not. But the reason I asked if you lost a parent, you have to replay this when we get off, and I need you to listen to what Rich said. You're incapable right now of seeing beyond your own pain, seeing beyond your wants, seeing beyond how you needed to be made felt while you were pregnant. That man, you can't tell him how to grieve. And you definitely can't tell him how to grieve when it's somebody as close as a parent. Was it bad timing that his dad died while you were pregnant? Yes. But he didn't have no control over that. And even if his dad died yesterday, the same way he withdrew, maybe that's the way he deals with grief. And you are literally holding him responsible for grieving. And because your pregnancy did not turn out the way that you envisioned it and needed it to turn out. And that's beyond selfish. It really, really is. And you have to understand that I can't speak for anything else. I'm speaking for this one particular part of your life. You're very selfish in this area. Mm-hmm. And you have to give this man some grace. You have to give this man a pass, because you lose a parent. Would it be any better if he didn't grieve and he was in your face laughing and joking and kiki and ha ha? Like what would that say about him and his relationship with his father if he handled it and nobody could tell that his dad died? So I just think that y'all need to go to counseling. In some areas, I feel like, just from what I'm hearing, I feel like you are very selfish, and you need to get beyond self, because marriage is this. Marriage is this, and it sounds like you have a husband that at least wants to try to make this thing work. And that's so much more than so many women have. You got so much more than so many women out there who would love to be in your position. Have a man who stepped up at 21, a man who married you at 23, a man who is still with you when you had kids when he was 25, had another one when he was, 30 years old. He's there. And if you can say to yourself, you know what, maybe him or myself, we weren't as mature as we are back then, but we're still here together. The love is still here, and I'm going to work to put the past in the past so we can move forward. I think y'all got a bright future. I really do. God knows. So good luck.
I like y'all. Y'all
too.
made my night. This conversation right here made my night. So I don't want it to come off like we coming at you. You seem like an amazing person.
No, I'm soaking everything up that you tell me. You know, it's really important to get it from a man's point of view. You know, because I hear him all the time. But
do you know the average nigga would have been out like that? Maybe you not understand that he was a kid when I was his age. Yeah. Do you know how many chicks I was knocking down? Like, come on. That man was marrying you. Like you seriously, you got a good man, and most important, and this is something I tell anybody who's in a long-term relationship. If you can't look at the person you with today, because people stay together for all the wrong reasons. But it's always a beautiful thing when you look across the room and you see that person and you say, I still choose her. I still today, if I met her today, I would choose her. That is such a blessing. And you need to really, really thank God that you got a man that through all this mess says I would still choose her. Y'all got a foundation to grow on. Now go to counseling and get that man some butt.
All right, mama.
Thank you.
Later, girl.
All right.
Later, Montreal.
Oh man. 10:15. You want another one?
No,
or you want-
10:30. We go to a cutoff.
All right, bet.
Yeah, she actually they made my night. What a nice couple.
Yep. Yvonne Berry. Yvonne Berry. Are you in the room? Oh, my bad. Yvonne Berry now. All right. Liz.
What a beautiful couple, man. Yeah, like I'm with you, Rich. Like they really made my night. Like
Stephanie Lee. Yeah, they did. Stephanie Lee, are you in the room?
Yeah, usually I'm out of here by this time. They made me want to take another call.
Stephanie Lee, what's up? Where you calling from? love?
Don't mess this up, Steph. Don't mess this up.
I just wanna help y'all wrap this up real quick, because honestly, thank y'all, because this is pure comedy. And I know I'm trolling in the comments, but I just really want to get deep for a minute, because that last one had me on edge. And I think, Sean, going back to your original question around intimacy and connection, I just want to make a statement, because I think that as humans, if we take away expectations, if we take away titles, and we're just having a human experience, we really got to get in tune with ourselves. We really got to get in tune with empathy and compassion and self-love, because all I'm hearing is that we requesting me, and we requesting people to love us and validate us and do all these things for us. But I'm very curious as to how we do that for ourselves. Now, this is not shameful, because I understand that a lot of people are not taught how to do these things. But there is a lot of resources out there that can help you. And today, more than ever, mental health is like booming. I'm a psychotherapist, not to put my business out there, and I'm not going to put my business out there. But I hear the comments. I read the comments. I'm hearing people, and it's really sad. It's really heartbreaking. I don't know if I gave y'all my name, but I've been on this before. Steph from the Bronx, Steph Lover, whatever. So that's really my message, because it's so much pain out there, but really just love on yourselves, man. We shouldn't be putting up with any issues. And I know this sometimes it's psycho, sometimes it's the norm, sometimes we don't know. This is all we see. We normalize it. We think that's the norm. But I think we in a new age right now where I'm talking about spiritually speaking. We just really got to get in tune with ourselves, because ain't nobody gonna love on you the way you can love on you, no matter what. No matter what. And like I said, if you took away titles and expectations, we all having a human experience. We all we trying to do every day is trying to get through the day. That's it. That's really what you and I, Sean, we don't know what's gonna happen in 10 minutes. Nobody on this chat know that. That's real. But we spend a lot of time going back to the past, creating depression, going to the future, creating anxiety. How do we stay present in today? How do we love on ourselves? How we wake up every day? Pray. Pray for yourself. Find faith. Seriously, cultivate that energy around you, because the devil is always working. Facts. And that's really what I wanted to say, because I think we moved so far away from the original theme. I've been on this all day. I had clients, they canceled on me, so I had time today. So I just really want to put that out there, because this is what I do for a living. I really do help people. I don't take that lightly, and I take pride in the work that I do. And I also do it for myself, because I'm never going to preach anything that I'm not practicing. And I think that you guys are hysterical.
I mean, I'm gonna keep it 100 strong. When them glasses come off, I'll be ready on the edge because I'm like, he coming. But and Rich, you too. When that hat come down, I'm like, yeah, he about to say something. But I just feel like, I mean, I think it's cool that you guys have this platform, but we really, you know, we all operating from a level of our own experience. So, you know, I think you guys, this is my feedback as a psychotherapist. We got to create a little bit more structure around this because I feel like talking about these things in front of kids is crazy to me as a child welfare worker as well. But I just feel like there's too many people out there doing too much and they're not paying attention to self. And it's not selfish, right? It's not selfish. We got to do the work if we want it. How you show up for yourself is how the world shows up for you. So if you showing up lacking confidence, if you showing up not loving on you, not valuing yourself and not having respect, that's how people are going to treat you in all relationships. And we tend to put romantic relationships at the hierarchy because that's what we're taught. But the reality of it is that we got to love on us first and we got to teach people how to love us. So I'm going to leave it at that, but I'm sipping some wine. Y'all can't be coming.
Where you at in the Bronx? Where you at in the Bronx?
I'm in Riverdale.
I love hearing when people call from the BX and they can articulate and they can complete a sentence and they actually have something of substance to say. You made all of us Bronxites very, very proud tonight. Thank you, Steph.
Thank you so much. Take care, guys.
All right, Steph. And Sean, stop acting like Riverdale the Bronx, nigga.
Yeah, I guess technically you're right. But I think she moved up to Riverdale.
Yeah, I think she moved up.
Yeah, she moved up to Riverdale.
She might be.
So I'm gonna scale.
She might have went to Walton or Kennedy or something.
Exactly.
But Joe, 10:21. You want to do another one or what?
Yeah, go to a run out.
All right.
All we got is 10 minutes left.
Yep. Bashan Berry.
Whoever come on, do not mess this up.
Yvonne Berry.
We've had a beautiful night.
Yvonne Berry, are you in the room? All right, moving on from that. We can go with Kiss This Shot. No, she just X herself out. Oh my God. I'm almost scared to do Anita Lawrence. I seen Anita Lawrence in the room. Remember
Who's
her?
that?
Anita from the D.
Oh no. Like as much as I love Anita, I want all new people tonight.
Anita been on that river.
Sorry, Anita, don't curse me out next week. But tonight we had all new people, or the majority was new. So I just
Kiss the shot.
Me off. Oh my God.
Hello.
You
Why you
feel
cut
me?
me off, Rick?
Because he's fucking corny.
Don't shut up.
Oh, you love Rick? You like Rick?
Just shut the fuck
Rick
up.
Dollar, that's your guy.
Okay, this is gonna be a moment, ain't it? Who we got?
Mrs. is here, Mrs. Davis. How y'all doing tonight?
We
good.
It was a good night. I barely could, pay attention tonight because my ex is here and he's driving me crazy talking about our past relationship, which was one of my worst experiences, and to him, one of his best. So, but he won't act like it's not, but it is.
Let her go, Rick.
Anyway,
Go.
he's a manipulator. I've been through the race with this guy. He could tell you, like.
Hold on. This night been a good night, and you rambling. Where are we going with this? Because we got 5 minutes left.
I'm just talking about my ex and how he's a bad guy. That's all. And
Is there a question in there?
Basically.
What's the question?
What's the question?
You answered. You know everything else.
I asked him, how did he make the relationship so bad? He was telling me just now that he was the #1 reason why a relationship failed and all this kind of stuff, and how when he comes to my house, the people outside, they see him and they know he come to see me. He talk about something. Oh, they thinking, how she fumbled that? Like he's this great guy. Like he's a prize.
What is the question?
I was asking him
You
actually.
just
but
rambling, Rich. Go ahead.
You're embarrassing.
Right.
I can't with you.
Ask the question.
You know exactly why we came on here tonight, but because we only got 6 minutes left, they finna turn me off.
This ain't what I do.
Okay, you want to just put him on?
I could put him on. Go ahead, since you
All
want
right,
to talk about me.
because
I
you
talked about you
wasting
enough.
time. And I'm so pissed that we didn't let Anita in.
Right. Hey, Rich, you could actually go ahead and let Anita in. Like you said, she's just rambling. She ain't.
Oh,
Okay, so let's do it. Come on, Rich. X them out.
All right,
Hey,
Peace, y'all.
my God.
You're whack.
I'm whack.
Okay, I'm so mad right now. Like, we was doing so good.
It's Jenny. It's Jenny. Come on, it's Jenny. You in the room? It's Jenny.
Where's Anita?
It's Jenny. Are you there? All right.
Yo, Rich, why you don't let my girl Diva from the Bronx in no more?
Because she's not in the box. I don't see her in the box. Is she in the box? I ride for myself.
No.
I don't see Diva from the Bronx in here.
Okay, well, we'll get SB in and let's close out. Sure, she got something to say.
SB not in the box either.
Word?
Mm-mm. She been in and out all night. I've been seeing her pop in and out all night.
All right, we might as well just end it there. We got 5 minutes. There's somebody else who want to get on. Now's the time.
About 56 people in the room.
Okay, so let somebody in.
This is
Who
what's
we
in
got?
the room. Hello.
Oh my God, I know it's gonna come through. I'm sorry, y'all. I'll catch y'all next time.
All right.
Bye. I know it's gonna come on, Jesus. I'll be ready next time.
You know, once again, it's the Boys Club. Thank you all for calling in. It was a good night. With the exception of the last 5 minutes, it was a good night. Next time, Sean, intuition wins out. We had a last call. We should have ended it there. But y'all know how we do this every Wednesday night, 7:30 p.m. Eastern. We actually had a lot of people in the room tonight. It was an enjoyable chat. We got a lot of information out. We got a good conversation going. We do this every Wednesday, 7:30 p.m. Eastern. Tune in. Don't be late. We'll see y'all next Wednesday. Sean, you got the last word.
This episode will be up tomorrow on all streaming services. So if you get your podcast from Apple Music, Spotify, YouTube Music, check it out there. And if you want to watch it, it will be on our YouTube channel. Please head over to the official Boys Club on YouTube. Please subscribe. We literally have a year's worth of content up there. So if you love these conversations and you're just getting introduced to us, go to YouTube, subscribe to our channel, and there's literally a year's worth of content up there. Peace and love. I'll see y'all next week.
SB, you can't tell me you in the room if you ain't whatchamacallit, lady.